Hello, I'm Jacob, of course, your lovely host, and welcome to the Vale of Dusk. We are here once more with the lovely Roman, Keegan, Macaulay, and of course Trent to enjoy some fun and exciting adventures in the world of Raskel and of course the lands of Namina. Where last we left our intrepid adventurers, they were inside the Barrow Marsh, obviously going through the various swamps of the Barrow Marsh. Their expansive bogs of knotted trees and swamplands fester in these northern reaches of Namina. But having dived deep into the Barrow Marsh, they have found the forgotten barony of having already met a crossroads demon, exchanged the Book of Ash of Athram. They now know where to find the remnants of the cult of Goldaraya. Having entered into this ancient and forgotten barony, they went through the lower levels, having already gone to the Witch Griss's hovel. Hovel? It's a hole in the house. It's a little so lovely. Having gone through the first level and the second level, they decided to basically turn tail and not look too deep into all of the basic spooky stuff that was going on there, and have since come back downstairs, ran through a gaseous area and found themselves on the other side. And now we jump into, of course, the game once more. So I'll get everyone to have a quick introduction to themselves, as we usually tend to do, starting with the lovely Keegan.
Hey, so I'm Keegan, and I am playing the Circle of Dreams druid Asash the Half-Orc, here to have fun and hopefully make sure no one dies again. And with that, we'll pass it on to Roman.
Yeah, speaking of dying, it's not going to happen. I am, in fact, ready to die again. I am Roman. I play party's drow, who's a bard and a warlock, and an all-round jackass. Trying to actually make use of the whole College of Whispers thing. Trent, you're it.
Well, that's me. My name's Trent. I'm playing Daemon Theomune. I am a fighter class. I'm a variant human, and I am a samurai subclass. I don't actually talk about that much. That's mechanically, not very aesthetically.
Considering the way you play your fighting style, it was obvious.
You know what? After 22 games, yeah, I think we got that.
After 22 games of Damon rushing in with his samurai sword, slicing someone in half, and then standing there as they spurt blood, I'm pretty sure we gathered it.
It's the consistent dashing that really gets it.
Exactly. So Daemon also is hoping his friends don't die, and he succeeds in that by making sure everything around them does. So with the help of Mog,
everyone, everything. You know, that's what you need. You just got everyone, everything, no matter if they are good or bad. It doesn't matter. You just got to make sure.
No, don't say that.
It happened before. I know it's happened before. You're like,
Daemon was there.
Instantaneously killed. It's like, oh shit.
Poor guys.
Obviously, we find ourselves just outside of the lovely barony.
We got
Macaulay, Jake.
What?
We're missing the
Macaulay? Nah, bug Macaulay. I can't remember.
Oh, no!
I thought you passed it to Macaulay, and then Macaulay just was like, hey, what's up?
Jacob, if you bully back into leaving, we don't have enough players.
Oh, no, I'll have enough players. We'll just get the producer in here. Haha. All right, take us away, Mac.
Producer's just ignoring us.
Hello, my name's Macaulay. I play the half-orc, apparently the forgettable half-orc Mog.
We love Mog.
Oh, thanks.
We stand Mog in this household.
And Mog loves all you, especially Damon, his best friend.
What's up?
And he's a paladin, and he's the goodest good boy, and he wants to kill all evil. Now, to the evil killing. Let's go.
To the evil killing. Let's roll it in there. All right. So you guys are obviously at the the first level of the Lost Bounty. This is a Lost Bounty that you kind of uncovered last session, in that it was this kind of ancient castle or castle grounds that had been kind of built up over many years, some centuries ago, and obviously has been left and discarded for obviously about as many centuries. You found a crypt upstairs, as well as desiccated bodies, what appeared to be like a spooky, ominous door that you didn't decide to go into. And then you decide to go back downstairs and really scoot your way on out of this sus situation through the cloud, which one of you recognized as rock spores.
Hmm.
I believe it was Damon there. Damon.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
he did.
Yes,
he did.
yes,
tell me about the bar.
Damon.
Yeah, he's like,
It's like, my dad told me about this.
yeah. Well, you've encountered it yourself. This is on your adventures.
Of course. Oh, of course, yes, that's right.
Yeah,
we had
yeah.
fought a rock in the past.
Yeah, you fought a rocket path. It was it's a big mood. It's when you lost Math Man.
Oh,
All right.
Right, they're not dead. They're just on another plane of existence.
They're just trapped in a hell plane being tortured forever. It's totally not as
It's
bad.
fine.
Way better. It's way better.
or they're resting in peace. We don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this comes with mental trauma.
Yeah,
not just
jump in a hell
dead.
team. It's not good. But you just escaped from out here. Now, what would you guys like to do right now? You get the sense that you are being watched by something close by. As I kind of suggested last time, very vaguely, but you get the sense you're being watched. How would you like to proceed?
Sash is going to take the staff he normally holds in his on hand and put it in his off hand and actually just draw the battle axe just in case. And so just like step forward a little bit and just like look around essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to suss out where this feeling of being watched is coming from.
Go for it. Do me a perception test.
Perception? Oh no, I'm bad at that. Okay, I'm not terrible.
I'm bad at that.
The druid is bad at perception. Get out of town.
I mean,
Get out of town.
I'm not terrible. I'm rolling terribly though.
Nailed it.
That sounds good for me. I don't mind that. Look, I'll roll in here as well, just as a quick aside. It's probably fine.
It's daytime still, isn't it?
It is daytime still, yes.
It is.
Did we decide if we wanted to go back and have a rest because we'd activated the traps and we wanted to rest up before we come back here?
Yeah, Lillian was definitely on that end.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was definitely meant to be a scouting mission, not a kill anything mission.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I forgot that many times.
And then y'all almost like stuck your hand in the crazy crypt.
Oh, look, we would have gotten a free corpse out of it.
Right?
Yeah, the corpse would have been one of us.
It was just going to be dead.
It would have been the free corpse.
Maybe you, Ben. Maybe you.
Oh,
Yes.
minus one there.
Fine.
As a little treat,
As a little treat.
Treat.
Everyone can have a bit of Bear's corpse as a treat.
All of you get a lollipop.
A lollipop?
A
Lollipop?
So Asash didn't see anything, I assume, naturally.
On that server?
Nope.
Probably not, no.
No.
Well, Damon's going to come forward. And he's not really looking around, but he's just going to be kind of standing powerfully next to Asajj, not really paying much attention, but moving up and kind of guarding the area as everyone kind of like piles out of the building.
Mm-hmm. So you guys kind of like start kind of moving out. There's obviously the rubble and stuff like that of this broken wall section, obviously kind of sinking a bit into the swamp, which has made the entire rest of like the kind of floor, as you can see by the diagram, a little bit more viney and overgrown and stuff like that. So there's definitely a smell of swamp in this area for sure. But you kind of like have a look around, and there's not a great deal of obviously birds or animals or anything like that around this area. You've noticed this when you kind of arrived. There was just a very quiet atmosphere to the place, which definitely put you off, like obviously getting any closer, but not, of course, for the brave and courageous Mog and Damon Theamune, first of his name, as we all know, to run head first into this disturbing place. Now, at this point, you can kind of like obviously not see too much in the way of individuals or anything like that. Does anyone else want to do anything before anything progresses further from this point? So we've got a little bit what Sasha's doing, got a little bit what Damon's doing, Mog, Bard, Bear. What are you doing?
Bear is trying to rack their brain to figure out what the hell is going on with this place. But
Okay, go.
what that like tomb was, what the crazy door was, and also like it's just generally doing like
do me like an insight or an investigation, depending on what you're going to want to do. Like insight will tell you a little more the insight of like where you think would kind of like how things would kind of fit together, but investigation would be much more intellectual pursuit of like, if this was me, what would happen? Like how
Ben would be talking to Lillian about it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I naturally assume they'd be chatting away about it.
You get advantage on the roll then, because they'll be because Lillian will
be helping.
is present and is like kind of looking around as well. Because
Baird's kind of doing that. Like, I'm taking stock of everything that we saw and then like discussing it with Lillian as to what it potentially
A plus B equals X.
Yeah, basically. Cool. I'm gonna do insight then.
All right, sounds good.
Oops, it would help if I could. Better. Right. So
With advantage.
Yep. Try that again. That was worse.
No
That was
way.
worse. That's rough.
We're all doing well today.
That's terrible. All right, so
just getting
Baird
out of that
doesn't
system.
know anything.
Now, despite having grown up in an evil mistress's lair, and knowing how lairs kind of work, you weren't really the one who was organizing the lair. You were more like the mook at the start of the lair, where you're like,
Baird was set dressing. It was just decoration.
Yeah.
Like, this is my pretty songbird. It makes nice sounds.
How good! Look at this go. La 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 la. But you don't get too much of an insight into, how this might be laid out. Now I'll give it over to Mog as well. You can also do like kind of a figure out if you would like, or you could do a different action. It's up to you.
Mog is confused as to where this rock spell kind of came from. Is just wondering like the overall integrity of like the ship, not the ship, the building. Like, is it like is confused as to where how this fog kind of came here. So he's kind of giving the Mr. Bean like kind of. So I guess I would kind of like to investigate like just around, like if there's any other signs.
Yeah, go for it.
Would that be survival or investigation?
That'd be a survival test, yeah.
Okay, cool.
You look at the signs.
I mean,
little tracks.
Or is that okay?
If you want to use a more intelligence-based thing, it will just give you different information. It would be like, oh, this is exactly what's happening. It's more like contextualizing what you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
Ooh, for survival.
Yeah.
Oh, you did survival.
Didn't you say to do survival?
You can do survival and investigation. There's just different things you get from it.
Survival, yeah. I'm like, all right.
Awesome. All right. So what you know is that basically, if this was you and you were Mog, you're a smart guy. You've planned a trap before, yeah. You've done trapping stuff before.
Yeah.
If this was you, this would be a great place to trap someone. There's not a lot of doors. There's not a lot of easy cover in this area. You also know that it's very unlikely that the gas would have come from nowhere. It would have come from a creature for sure. And you would imagine that a creature, and you look on the ground, you find what appears like little scratch indentation marks, which seem quite fresh, where something has jumped and obviously flown a little bit away. Now, you know there are trees around here. And you get an idea that if that creature is still around, if there are more, it looks to be that there's more potentially than one, from what you can gather. They would be in those trees. Now, you can quietly talk to your companions, be like, or you can just be like, they're in the trees.
I think Mog's also just kind of hurt as well, so he's going to try to like take them away, like because we discussed like leaving to go rest, and Mog's going to be like, I think we need to go now.
Hey guys, I think we need to do something.
Okay, so we need time to go. We need to go home.
Is it because of the rocks? Is that what you're worried about?
We're always stepping on rocks. What do you mean by rocks?
No, the rocks.
Oh, the
rocks.
Yeah,
the V-Rocks.
Oh, yeah, right.
And then Damon will say, yeah, the rocks, the ones that are in the trees over there.
Yes, the rocks in the trees. The rocks in the trees.
Yes.
You should go home and talk about it there.
I'm just going to take everyone away for a quick second to like a little like out of like your particular scene to the scene of which two rocks in the trees, and they look to each other and they're like, what? They look back.
Are they stupid? I think they're stupid.
I think they're very stupid. I think we should go. And from the trees, from this tree right here, come one, two creatures. that fling down and start moving to and fly towards both Damon and to Asash. We'll then go to combat. I will show you as well what these creatures look like, and of course, a cool Ardent Roleplay card. Wow, how good! Wow, nice.
Yes, give us that sweet art.
Oh yes,
It's of course the murder card.
Sweet.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
And I'll give it to everyone so they can all have the north. No, it's all. These don't look like the Vox you fought before. They do look a little bit smaller. They are only of medium size. But they do have Vrock-like, like kind of like examinations. Their mouths are slightly more beak-like than it appears in there. But they're not like the kind of long, elongated beak that you would have seen in Vox before, or the large kind of talon, like you've got talon, like more talon-like things. But these seem more like mutations of humans than per se actual true demons.
Thanks, I hate it.
Delightful.
Cool.
Don't they look friendly?
You got it.
Look at these textures. Oh,
That
They're very texturous.
They are certainly textured.
And then we will.
I like the little animation as well. That was pretty cool.
Now, I will get you all to roll me an initiative because technically the surprise was counted somewhat, though they will get advantage on their initiative because they did come out of the trees. Well, you weren't exactly sure where they were.
Hang on. So are we surprised or not?
You are not surprised, but they will get an advantage on their initiative roll.
Oh wait, I didn't add my modifier to that.
do we
Initiative.
do we get advantage on our initiative, or do they?
They do.
They do. Yeah, because they're like. Lovely. All right, let's get one of those what they call fancy turn orders now. That's good. That is. Yeah, that's lovely. All right, let me just get my.
Oh, love that.
Oh, I love that. Absolutely.
Look at the pictures. That's
I love okay, actually, that's so lovely. No.
quite good, eh? Aye.
That's quite lovely, actually. Oh, nice.
Guys,
A bit more.
you're all terrible.
So, well, the other ones again as well, because it's always good to space out like who's got what. But they both get 11, so that's cool. They both get. Sorry, no. Both get. Wait, no. No, they get 13. There.
Damon always on it.
He's always on top of it.
Always speedy to go.
And of course, Lillian
Boy.
will be in this
Chop sushi.
this initiative because Mama's going to help her babies. Now I get to also truly understand how broken Steph's character truly is. You know, just to really absorb that into my essence and be like, oh right.
So you can
I let
before
this
Steph
happen.
comes back next session.
Precisely.
Tweak that.
I was gonna remove all that. All right, so it is in fact, congratulations, Damon and Theomunes go first. Despite rolling with advantage, these rocks have descended from the skies, and not really they get about as close as you guys as then you get to attack them. So go forth and be victorious, Damon Theomune.
Well, the moment the rock hits the ground, basically, Damon swings out his sword, his other sword, and slices the creature in the chest. Like, pretty straightforward, just one big slice.
Sounds
He's
good.
not doing anything else right now. He's gonna probably slice a couple more times, but we'll see how we go. So it's going to be. So it's a 15 for the first strike. Gets through.
It does not, unfortunately. No.
All right, no problems at all. Well, as it slices up, he misses, and he brings the sword straight back down for his extra attack to try again. Not to go wrong. Ooh, 19 this time.
You do indeed hit with this one.
All right, beautiful, beautiful. So the blade slices through for 15 damage.
15 damage.
Solid.
That's nice. All right.
Max
This one right here.
Yep, that one right there.
Oh, it's 15 damage. Pretty good. Take a
Then
good chunk out of him.
Then I'm going to action surge immediately, and ching, my blade slices through it with 2 more times. Quick succession.
Yeah. Man of many blades.
Roll them both right now. All right, 20 and 18.
2018 do hit.
All right.
Do that ching ching damage.
Rest in pieces.
What?
Oh my goodness gracious! 27 damage.
Nice
And I slice through the creature.
Absolutely destroyed.
He has in fact been bloodied.
Oh,
Fun fact: there's a bloodied. One of those rocks bloodied. Not good. All right.
and that is I think that's going to be my turn.
That is your turn. Lillian's go. Lillian is going to fly at the other one. Like try and get both of them down. See if you can get both of them down in one fell swoop. She's gonna do a bunch of attacks. Let me see how many attacks she actually gets. I don't know if she gets 3 at the start of the combat. It's only when she is surprised or something. Stealth uncanny roving. Gloomstalker, you learn additional spells. Flying style. Nope. Humble sight, you can dark vision. Nope. You can attack twice whenever you take an attack action your turn. Infernal Legacy, Magic Initiate. I know that there's a way that she gets an extra attack, but by gum I can't. Oh, Dread Ambush, there it is. Added initiative rolls. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's +3 additional. At the start of your first turn in each combat, you're walking 50 feet by 10, which was and then you take an action. Yep, so she just gets to do an extra attack. She gets 3 attacks. There you go.
Delightful.
3d20 plus. What's that total? +8. Not so good though. 1 hit is scored, and that hit will do a total of 2d8 plus 3 damage, I believe, which is a total of 13 damage to this one here.
Whoa!
Which is pretty good. And then it'll be
It'll be Asasha's turn, I believe.
it'll be Asasha's turn. Correct. Yes.
Delightful. So Asasha's going to turn his attention to the other rock here. Shout the activation word as a bonus action for his battle axe and just swing that up and take a big old swing with the battle axe. It's a terrible roll though. I'm assuming a 10 does not hit.
It does not, unfortunately.
Just flail it around today.
And that's the only attack you have?
At this stage, yes.
Really unfortunate. But that's so good. Then we move on to bed.
All right, sorry, I'm just trying to sort through all my shit to figure out what I'm doing. All right, well, first I'm just going to quickly take a couple of steps back to get away, put some distance between me and the big monster. And I am trying to figure out if my Fey Presence will actually work on rocks.
Ooh, interesting.
Well, it'll just keep them away from me for at least a turn.
The condition immunities are not very widespread, so it's probably likely that it does affect them.
Well, actually, hold on. I need to reverse my order. Sorry.
Your weapon is magical, is it not, Trent?
No, I do have that druidic rune sword that I have picked up earlier in our travels. That is a magical, for purposes of overcoming resistance, but my katana is not. My father's sword is not.
And you utilize your father's sword or your
I'm using my father's sword.
That's good.
It is
important
until it breaks.
Okay. Just confirming. Yes, cool. It is within 10 foot of me before I move. So I'm going to use a Fey Presence on the rock in front of Asash because that one's still looking the most active. And it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
I retract my bloody statement, by the way, just as FYI. Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Jason's like, I'm just gonna fix that health total there.
Just
forgot-
13.
Forgot my resistance.
Hey, it fails. Excellent. It is now frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Frightened. Oh man, I don't like
Yeah.
frightened.
I'm just like, Barrett's like, get away from me.
This one right here?
Yeah, the one in front of Asash.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right, lovely. All right.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action, because that's an action. I'm going to use my bonus action to give a Damon some bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Inspire
There you
that
go.
Damon. All right. Sounds.
Oh, and then I'm going to step the fuck away.
Mhm.
Now we move.
Now
Okay.
Run away.
We could, yeah, it's just failed.
Yeah, seems pretty decent to me. Oh, it does have advantage on saving throws. My mistake. Let me just read my own thing. It was what I should really do. Hold on. Still happens.
Wah,
It's all
wah.
good.
Big scared baby.
Winner.
Scared baby.
Scared, scared of the tiny little drow going like, ah!
All right. So one of the rocks. Do I do that one? No, it's gonna attack. Yes, it's attack people. That's what they teach you in D&D 101. You're just gonna attack people,
Just keep attacking.
and if you attack enough times, someone dies. That's just these are the facts. Okay, so we're going to go with an attack on Damon from the first one. A 9 doesn't hit him. A 15 does not hit him because he now has plate armor. And a 3 doesn't hit him. And then I commit Sudoku.
I like to think these all like hit Damon, and he just stands there, just like scratching at his armor plating.
Not even scratching out. You can't scratch Mythor. That's a fact. You can't be
Well,
scratched.
no, there's no marks, but he's definitely like clawing at it.
All right. So, considering how badly that went, new plan. I'm going to try to use the spores. I think these are spores. I reckon. So everyone, make me a DC, a Constitution saving throw, please. It included, of course.
Damon is fine once again.
You get,
Oh,
so the aura that I've got is aura protection, so anyone around me gets +2 to their armor class.
Whoa, nice. That's actually insane.
Creature, yeah. With feet must make a saving throw. Every creature within 10 feet must make a saving throw, yeah. Creature gains a bonus to the saving throw equal to your charisma modifier +1.
Radius.
Wait, so what am I rolling?
Your critical modifier is only +1.
No, sorry, or 1. Like, so
Oh, sorry.
it's a minimum of 1. So my charisma modifier is +2,
Nice.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could be. Who knows?
21 on that con save.
Okay, on that con save. So pass, and then.
Aw. Why are you going to do this to me, Jacob?
Why you gotta be sure?
22 +2.
Okay, he passed as well.
No, wait. Wrong. Sorry, I rolled the wrong thing. Hold on.
You don't want your 17? Okay.
I'm not allowed to have my 17. I mean, I would take the 17. Well, technically 16, but
You get plus. You get pluses from Mac.
do I?
Yeah, from sitting next to him. Yeah.
Okay.
You're in my
Oh, so I get
That's a 15.
so I get +2.
Wasn't that to the AC or is that to the saving throw?
That's the saving
saving
throw.
throw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Hold on.
That roll would have been a 15 then.
So does it add 2 to my modifier, or does it just give me a +2?
It adds 2 to your modifier.
Okay, so that means I have a +1. So
The roll 15.
yeah, it makes me 15.
Yeah, nice. You succeed. Anyone
Phew.
succeeds. 1, 2, yeah. That's. Oh, actually, let's see if Lillian fails.
Come on, Mum, you can do it.
Plus.
No.
Lillian got. Lillian's pretty good, I think. At almost everything. So I mean, we just powerful energy. It's a +3. Thanks to Mog. Yeah, she's golden. They are golden. Golden as hell. It's fine. I'm fine. However, there is still a cloud of spores around the place that's spread around corners. Each creature that is in this must say will become poisoned. While poisoned anyway, take damage on your turn. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, ending the effect on itself. On success, emptying a vial of holy water can end the effect. So at the start of your turn, you'll still it'll still spread out from. It'll still be around. but you can overcome it potentially. So you'll be fine. All right, that is their 2 actions. Now it is back to Mog. It's down to Mog's go. Sorry, not back to Mog's.
Down to Mog, yeah.
Yeah, down to Mog.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take one step here.
Mm-hmm.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna get. Oh wait, I have to do my action first for bonus action. Or is that?
No, you can do it either way.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use my spells. I'm gonna do. Where was it? I was just looking at it.
Mog, by the way,
Yes.
should stand one down.
You're in my
Right
aura
there.
already.
I know. You should stand right there, I think, though. Trust me. You should stand right there. Anyway, continue.
I feel like I got to stand. Mog's going to stand in between this demon and Lillian, and so that Baird is just like a step away.
Definitely standing in line of sight of the archer is definitely a good move.
Jay's got a plan though.
Because you're still in my aura, and also I'm going to give what is it? Bloody spell. Sorry, the titles always get me. Where you going? Divine Smite. Where the hell? I'm just blurring now. Do I need my glasses? Maybe.
Actually, having glasses is usually a pretty decent way to handle life.
Bloody. Actually, damn it! I've only
Get that
got
on a t-shirt.
I want to just divine smite everyone. What am I looking for?
Yeah, you do.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
I absolutely do. But
Yeah, you do.
it's not.
That's not kosher.
Oh, here it is. Shield of Faith. As a bonus action, I'm going to give Azash an extra couple of AC.
I appreciate that so much.
And then I'm going to smack this guy with my maul. So
Sounds good. Give him a smack. You have 2 attacks because you have power?
yeah, I'm going for a swing.
Stop it.
Does a 17 hit?
You hit, yes.
A swing. Okay.
Swing and a hit.
That's a 17 hit.
Okay. And so 11 bludgeoning plus I'm going to do
Throw some smites up in there.
the smite stuff.
Now, your hammer is magical, I believe.
Yes, because it's glowing.
Nice.
So it does magic damage. Plus, I'm going to do a level 2.
Where did you get that? You got that hammer from somewhere in this campaign, didn't you know? Or do you always have that?
I've always had it from the temple that I came from. No, the Paladin Order. Like it's part of my suit, kind of thing. And I've just
yes, that's right.
adorned
You got a magic item at the start of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that design smart? Come on.
I think I gave it to Keegan, right? You have a magic item, a free magic item.
Actually, I'm just going to do one. Level 1.
I don't know if I got a free one, but I've got one now.
Close enough.
All right, so 15 damage all up then, and I'm going to do that again.
Hey, do it.
There's a 24 hit. Is that a...
No. No, it doesn't. No.
That's not...
Roll your damage. Leave me alone.
All right, add another 10 damage. So I'm like, oh, boys.
Do you have any more smites up in there?
Nah, that'll be it.
All right, that seems fine.
Casual 25.
Yeah.
All right, let's top of the band. Back to, of course, the amazing and wonderful Damon the Immune.
All right. Well, in this case,
As in all cases, I'm gonna predict what you're gonna do. Are you gonna hit it with your sword?
it's a tough one.
I know.
Should I wear the little black dress, or the little black dress?
Just to spice things up, I'm going to hit it with my sword.
Just to spice things up. Well, what I'm going to do first is, for this turn, I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my fighting spirit. So I'm going to get into my stance with my sword up, and it gives me advantage until the end of the turn on all weapon attacks.
Yep.
And 5 10-hit points, which puts me up.
Can you please let us know what the sound effect of your invocation of the Gaia spirit is? I'd like to know.
It does like the gong, the as I pick it up. So that's it right now. So
Okay, good. I think the chat really needs to know that as well.
Yeah.
I'm glad Jack got that.
Yeah.
Can we get some gongs in chat?
Gong to chat, boys.
Yeah.
And then the sword is up. It's going to be one slice down, followed by the slice back up, and I'm going to slice. I'm going to go for it twice.
Gotta do a double slice. Slice one, slice twice.
Get it right.
Slice all kinds of nice.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first attack with the advantage, so the higher roll will be better. So it's a 21.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And then the second slice will be
Ooh,
11.
not quite so good.
Quite.
Not a hit.
So the first strike will go through, and it will give me. And I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna see what I can get because I can. Savage Attacker allows me to re-roll the D10, and if I get something better, I can keep whichever one I want. So I'll keep the 6. So I'll do 11 damage with the slice.
Chop chop. All right, 11 damage is done to this creature. All right.
And that is it.
Switch defeated. The 11 defeated. All right, cool. It was then Lillian's go. She's going to roll her various attacks.
Yay!
Okay, I'm going to go and hit them to. Well, I don't think I should roll for Lillian anymore. She misses with both, unfortunately.
And
Yep. Anyway, that's it. Go. There you go. Yeah.
Sasha's turn.
Cool. Sasha will sort of spin to keep eyes on the one that he was attacking before. And he's going to, instead of swinging the axe down, he's going to point the axe up at the sky, and we're going to cast Coal Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets real stormy overhead, like, immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just pull up my spells. Take off those, because I know Coal Lightning's lots of fun. Cool. So big storm cloud, and so.
No, where was I? You were defeating my encounter, of course. Oh, as always. Good.
Good. Lightning explodes. The rock takes 10 damage.
The rock takes 10 damage. The rock is now bloody. It is then going to be. Let's go. It's
Okay, cool. Cool.
I do want to add players, so you have to like wait a bit, but yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the. Hold on, I need to do a quick measure. I'm gonna go for the rock in front of Damon this time, with Cloud of Daggers.
I thought it was fighting to continue to attack. Oh, that's fine. I did the thing here. Okay, cool. Cloud of Daggers, gotcha.
Yes, Cloud of Daggers. And it will take 4d4 slashing damage at the beginning of its turn.
Good.
I have a quick technical question.
Yes.
For our beautiful DM. Does a Cloud of Daggers is a spell, but the daggers are physical daggers. Does that count as a weapon attack, or is it a spell attack?
Spell attack.
Dang, that's fine.
Technically, it's technically only a spell attack on something, so it's not even per se a spell attack. You're just casting a spell on someone. You're like, oh no, and they get mauled. Because if it's a spell attack, you actually have to roll the hit, but you don't have to roll the hit with this one, from what you're telling me. So
no, it doesn't say I need to roll for anything.
Not even an attack, just like perish.
Yeah, and just then perish.
Does it make a dex save when it starts, or no?
Nope, it just takes the damage.
Just take it.
Yeah, the entire thing is just a giant FU. It's just like, here, Cloud of Daggers, get away from me.
It's a concentration though, isn't it?
Yes, it is concentration, which is why Baird is standing at the back of the pack.
Well, that seems pretty good because now it is its go, so that's fun. So it takes some damage. Please get some damage.
What did I say? I can't remember how much I said.
Will it die?
4d4.
Will it die from this damage? Who's to say?
There we go.
Now, does it only do? Does it do magical damage, or is it just doing
slashing damage?
Doing slashing damage. This isn't.
Yes.
It's
and that was
it's magical because they're like.
It's probably magical slashing damage. It would be weird if it wasn't. Fine.
It's 14.
That is no small amount of damage.
I got 2 nat 4s.
You got nearly max damage.
That was pretty good.
It was pretty,
Quite good.
Let me see what we got here. So we're gonna get an attack on Damon this time. Let's go, Damon. Nah.
All right, I'm just gonna say now. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna say that first strike. What's gonna happen is because I have a fighting style. So what I'm gonna do here, because like before there wasn't like any. I was trying to find logic for how I could do this, but with this new mithril plate he's wearing, as the arm comes through to slash his chest, he's gonna riposte it. What he's gonna do is he's gonna put his arm over its hand and try to like lock its hand very quickly and slice its neck really quickly with his blade. So I can make just one attack at it.
It missed.
Because it missed.
Because you spend a martial. You say a martial dice?
Yeah, my only superiority dice and add it to that roll. So I roll an extra d6 as well.
That's because it's got your bardic inspiration, so use that.
Oh, use that dice for sure.
All right, so I'll use I'll use the bardic inspiration now because I can do the d6 to the damage.
Yeah.
So I'll do the bardic inspiration now to get to a 17. Does that hit?
It does hit.
Beautiful. And then I will add this d6 to the damage. So it's gonna be
honestly
1d10,
just bullying at this point.
One
Poor
d6.
Rock.
It's for GM, honestly. That's
You
what
left us alone. You think they'd learn?
I'm gonna re-roll the 1d10. And I'm going to keep the 5, so it's 13 damage as it misses me.
And with that, actually, that is enough for it to actually be perished. So you do manage to like grab it, and you do exactly as you say. You stab it right in the throat, and like, and perish.
Damien just like pushes it onto the ground. He just throws it down and rips the sword out.
And then look around to your next opponent. Now, the next opponent will have to do a wisdom saving throw to be not afraid of bear, because if they do have fear of bear, they cannot attack as effectively. So, like, they might have to just fly away and just try and escape at this point. Who knows? But maybe they're feeling brave. You know, you never know who's feeling brave at this in a fight like this. No, I think they're probably gonna. Well, they're going to roll with disadvantage on Asash. That's the first one.
Oh my goodness!
They fail. I'll roll this the second one. They fail the second one, and then the third attack that they will do. 16 to hit.
I have a couple of extra points from Mac at the minute. Yes.
Yeah. 2 points.
That does not hit. I'm on a 19.
Oh.
They rolled the 11 to hit, so that's fine. They're like,
yeah, that's fine. No.
And it is now Mog's go.
Mog's gonna get back to swinging. He's gonna just do another like overhead hit. So
overhead hit, yep.
Just quickly, 17 hit.
So he does hit.
Sweet. The 11 bludgeoning. Did I get anything? Oh, there's a 1 in there. I'm just going to re-roll that one because I've got weapon skill. And if I roll a 1 or a 2, I can re-roll it. But I have to take it the next time.
Great weapon, yeah.
Is it /R? I've forgotten.
Yeah.
You press up. You press up, I think.
1d6? What was that? 1d... Oh, yeah, 1d6.
Just cheating with your Roll20 character sheet. How dare you?
Okay, so instead, that's 12 damage. Is it 12 damage? No, it's not. That's plus 4, 15 damage. Whew.
Yes,
that's worse.
No, that's 6. I think that's 16 damage.
16 damage. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm bad at math.
That's all right. That does also perish the second one, so that's good.
Yes. Go team.
Yep. Didn't take nothing. Although I will get you all to roll me a quick Constitution saving throw because the Vox spores are still here.
And you all get a +2 to it.
My goodness gracious. Oh my god, we're fine.
Ain't nothing.
Okay.
Now let's get the hell out of here. Mog's gonna like straight away.
Lillian gets a +2.
Lillian does get a +2, but still not a lot. Lillian does get poisoned a little bit by the Vox.
Did Lillian have her mod on that roll?
No, I didn't add the mod to the roll, but it's like a +1. It's a +1 with a plus. It's like a +3. So it's like, oh,
yeah, it's not gonna make it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll roll d20. I know if it passes or fails. But yes, they do fail. They take a little bit of damage, which is unfortunate for them. But ultimately, they still have plenty of hit points, so they're fine.
Does the poison cloud dissipate now that the creatures are dead, or is it just gonna hang around?
No, it hangs around a little bit. So you do get like out of there pretty quickly. But it hangs out for a few rounds.
Baird wants to grab. Well, like he's gonna run out of the field and then grab that body that's like closest to the edge of the field and drag it away. Because you said that they didn't look like the last rock that we met. Yeah.
Correct.
Cool. Yeah, Baird wants to figure out what that is.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to go back to the hovel to find out?
Yeah.
Somebody else is carrying that.
Yeah.
Sash will offer to carry it if you
not
explain what you're doing.
Yeah. Baird's like, that doesn't look like the last rock we encountered. Something's wrong with it. I want to know what.
Tell me more, Vrock. Tell me more.
Back to the hovel.
Back to the hovel.
Shoulder.
To the hovel.
The hovel.
All right, so if you bring up the cargo card, you can have a look at what the hovel looks like. I'll give you the inside view of the hovel as well as you pass through its doors. And you're smelling a bit worse for wear, and that kind of pong and stink of obviously the swamp is clinging to you pretty bad. And this thing does not smell particularly great either. So it's all kind of a rich tapestry of odors in this D&D game.
Rich tapestry.
Yeah.
I'm so glad D&D doesn't come with like smell-o-vision.
Oh, delicious smell-o-vision. Oh, delicious.
Gross.
Meaty.
Fresh.
Fresh.
Chunky sense.
Fresh as you get. And I'll give you also the depth of the rock as well. You guys want to have a look at the murder card for what the rock looks like when it dies. I can show it to you. Look at this cool animation. I love this.
Give us. Hold on. I want to see this.
Blessed be. There we go.
Oh.
Is there a way that you can see all the animations that it comes with? Oh, right. Yeah, you've got attack and you got death. Cool.
Yeah, it's all the ones I've sent to you. So with if you look into the 3D view, you can actually see everything that goes through it. And for those, of course, playing at home, you can obviously join us with the spectator code and have a look at what we're examining from play to play or in these lovely encounters. Just download the app, go to the spectator, add the little code in down the bottom right-hand corner. Right-hand corner of the screen. I know my lesson right. Down the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, and you'll be able to kind of see the stuff with obviously the card that's on our stream as well. So keep that in mind. Now, you obviously have your dead Vrock on your murder card. You drag it into this hovel, and there's obviously the cauldron that you saw last time, the various objects around the place as well. How would you like to proceed?
Well, Baird's specialty is Arcana, so Baird's kind of looking at it through like a magical lens, with the suspicion that maybe it hasn't always been a Vrock. So yeah, Baird's just sort of like it, basically like, you know, checking it over, figuring out like what the hell is this? Like, is there something wrong with it? Like, kind of thing.
Yeah, feel free to do me an arcane roll if you like.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Anyone else can also try and figure it out.
Is anyone helping?
You need to be proficient with arcane to help.
Damon is definitely going to take his armor off and sit in the corner of the room cleaning his sword. And he looks very tired.
Mog is
That was
also
shit.
Mog's like shut the door and is leaning against the door, like kind of holding his maul as well, tired as hell.
That was an atrocious roll, and I'm sorry, it was only a 10.
I will note as well that Lillian does guide you back through the swamps as they have done previously, just as FYI. Because without Lillian to guide you through these swamps, it would be a much more difficult time, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
In any case.
Yeah. I only got a 10.
You have a look over this, and you definitely do not think that this creature's origin was from the Hellish Domain. You believe that it was indeed a human at some point, but the means and way that they got to this point do escape you at this particular juncture. You do understand, of course, from your time being with Goldaraya, that this, like, the Demon Lord of Ashes did change you to some degree. obviously you recall the terrible things that you had to kind of go through.
Yeah, recall throwing up maggots.
Yeah, it was not great. Grubs, that kind of thing. You do recognize that's kind of like a transformative process, but this is much more in-depth than you would have ever assumed that the Demon Lord of Ashes would go to kind of imbue its minions with power. So who knows? It could be cultist experimentation, but without more information, you just don't know.
Asash will also kind of check it over just from a medicine point of view, trying to have a look at it from that angle.
Do you want to dissect it? Pop it on the table. You're like,
I feel like we're not dissecting. I feel like we're not a dissecting sort. Definitely like just an external examination.
Okay, external examination. Yeah, that's fine.
We're not the dissecting sort around.
It's already partially cut open, at least.
I could have sworn there was a creature that you just that you took apart for its delicious parts so you can eat it. Could have sworn that was a thing, but maybe I'm crazy.
Didn't we? Yeah, as I say, pretty sure you took the dragon apart for bits, but
Yeah, but that's different. That was a 9, so we're probably not getting much.
No. You see the regular kind of like cuts and bruises, like it kind of like wear and tear on its legs and knees and that kind of stuff, and the regular things you'd probably find from a creature and its general activity. You're gonna get a sense of its activity, like crouching down in like shadowed areas, like in treetops and stuff like that, observing things. Its wings look meek at best, but yeah, it's kind of what you ascertain. Now, one quick sec as you kind of return here as well. You kind of look throughout the room, and I would get I'll get one of you, whoever it may have to be, to do me a perception check.
I have the alert feat, so I'll try and.
Yeah, give it a go.
It's one of us?
Just one.
Okay.
Let me double check. Stat book. Oh, not good though. Damon's really not there, dude.
We're all very tired after that fight.
I think Damon's actually at this point he's kind of like half asleep. He's actually like dozing on the spot. His head like currently back.
Yeah, you sit on down and you're like, yeah, this is fine.
Just slowly dozing off.
And start like having that. What you really need is a halfling of bountiful luck in your party, just to be like, that one, no, not today. So it's a great mood that the halflings can get as a feat. Highly recommend.
Yeah, it's really good.
But I imagine you're going to just bed down for the evening. You kind of have your examinations. You take a little while to do the examinations, mind you, as well. So between bed and Asash, you do take an hour or two between your examinations, but ultimately the results are that you don't find too much. And in that meantime, Mog and Damon doze off probably.
Yes, short rest for you guys.
Yeah. Within those hours, Mog would have also passed out, like spent against the door, because I assume it's got like a wooden latch, so it's down. He's just leaning against it, falling asleep on his hammer, on his maul.
Yep, inside your armor, which is a bit uncomfortable to sleep in.
Cradling it all, it's like, so pretty.
I love my armor, so good.
Yeah, once if we like pretty much okay, there's nothing like we know that it's probably didn't start life as a rock, it probably started life as human. We don't know why that happened. Baird would also probably like sit down and at least go into it, like start doing little trance time.
Asash will take first watch.
Sounds good.
Like I just want to fucking nap.
So there we go. But yeah, you bed down and you remain on watch. Do me a perception test on your watch as well, because this is obviously outside in the where the swamps are, which I'll actually send you as well. It's in the archway card for.
You'd have to wake Mog up to move the door. I mean, you'd have to move Mog to get through the door.
Yeah, Asash has got strength 19. I feel like he could probably just shift Mog as he needed to. No, it was an 18 on that perception with dark vision.
Lovely. So with your perception of 18, you do notice those eticaps as you saw before. You didn't they obviously have been scared off by you, but they're still trying to examine you guys like from a distance. And they're doing a fine job of maintaining a solid distance from you while also being interested in why you're here and what you're doing, because obviously eticaps are like that. But you don't see anything too untoward otherwise. Just the Edicaps, and they eventually scarker from something, later on in the evening. But more than that, you cannot say.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. With that, the watch changes over. Who is in the second watch?
How long was the first watch?
I think the first watch is probably about 4 hours. How many hours do you think? Do you want to do for your watch? Like, because it's an 8 hour gap. Like, you do 4 hours, and 8 hours, and 6 hours, or 3 hours, or whatever you want.
It'll take the second watch because if it's 4 hours, that counts as a long rest for me.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Yep. Seems good.
So,
Awesome.
Aside will tag out with Baird.
Yeah. Baird's turn.
Yep. Seems good.
Just
Roll
kind
me a
of a
perception test.
short rest.
Perception.
It depends on what kind of watch you're doing. If you're going to do a long rest, which sounded like you guys were exhausted and you wanted to do a long rest, you can do a short rest if you'd like as well.
That's what does Asash, having done first watch, have time for a long rest?
Oh, yeah, you have enough time for a long rest. It's sweet.
Take
You really do a couple hours, yeah.
Perception, you said?
Yep.
Awesome. I also was just rereading over my sheet. Delighted to realize that I have Jack of all trades, which means I get to add +1 to any ability check that's not already a proficiency. And I was like, shit. I didn't know
Skills and abilities, yes. It's a very powerful bardic ability. It's one of the main bardic abilities, I would say. But, it's
15.
It's just that's just me. Wonderful.
That's with Devil's Sight as well.
Yep, you do notice the Edicaps as well. They maintain a good distance from you. And on your watch, you do hear something a little bit further off in the distance. You hear the howls of what sounds, and roll me an Arcanum as well, as you kind of hear this howling, calling, bestial roar, essentially.
23.
You recognize this to be a demon's howl, specifically a demon's howl, not a devil's howl. You know that the demonic hordes are roving bands of chaotic evil creatures that consume, eat flesh, and all that kind of jazz. The fun stuff. And you can hear them obviously quite some distance away, howling and hunting for something. The Edicaps, of course, leave as soon as they hear this. So they scurry into the trees in the forest and that kind of stuff, or the swamps rather. But you do hear this thing they don't sound like they're coming towards you. They do sound like they're out there.
Do they sound relatively close, or do they sound quite far away?
They sound like they're quite far away.
Okay, cool.
But they're within howling distance, so take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, okay. And sound travels weirdly over the swamps.
Yeah, it echoes. And
just quietly take note of that and
demons.
Yeah.
Demon.
Demon? Demon. Thanks, I hate it. Yeah, there's not much else that I can do about that other than just you know what? I'm gonna make note. If it sounds at all during the night like they're coming closer, Baird will cast protection from good and evil over the party.
Yeah, sounds good. They do not, but you do hear the howling and the hunting run move further away.
Okay, yeah, no, he just keeps an ear for it and keeps his eyes on the rest of the marsh.
Do me one other perception test, actually.
One perception.
About 3 hours later, far in the distance, you see flames and smoke. Not a lot, but enough. It's probably it's quite far away, so it is difficult to see. But with your dark sight, you are able to see quite far in this nighttime.
Devil's sight too, which means everything's clear as day.
Clear as day.
What direction is that? Could I get a sense of whether that's back towards the lake that we came from?
Northeast.
So that's kind of towards the mansion, isn't it?
Towards, if you have a look on the lovely map, You estimate it's probably more to the east. I would say actually more to the east from where you are specifically.
So like
right
towards Pyrewood.
now. Correct.
Yeah, we haven't been to Pyrewood, so there's not really 100% on what's over there. But it's not the big city. It's not the lake town that we came from, and it's not the castle. Or it's not the Baron's castle. So Baird's kind of like, I feel like that's future us problem. That's not the problem we came here for.
Maybe it was past you problem, but you took too long, and now your candy's gone.
What happens?
That's what happens.
That's what happened. Yeah. That's the one. Anyway, you awaken during the morning, all of you, and do you tuck into some delicious food?
Just gonna reset my
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, that question.
don't trust that bloody porridge.
Am I making a con save?
Yep. Roll me a con save.
Baird's getting berries from massage.
Mob is also
Archberries.
just gonna.
Archberries.
Oh, and I've got that aura, so you get. No, it's not a save, isn't it? Is it a con save?
It's con save.
Con
Yeah.
saving throw.
Okay, well then you get a +2 to it.
All right, so 26 then.
This is one of the best soup that you've ever had in your life. This is delicious. It's incredible stew. Mac, you have some, and then you vomit.
No.
And like you start vomiting. You're like, ugh, and it's like like the taste catches in your mouth, like it's not leaving. Gain the poison condition for the next 3 hours. As you're like,
Shit. That's what you get for eating the creepy soup.
You would see Mog like get a bowl and be like, yum, and try to drink the half thing and just spit it out, throw up, and leaning on his like mob. Like,
oh god,
This is not good soup.
You get like a helmet. Like,
Mog has made a mistake.
disgusting, absolutely disgusting.
Throws the ball away like, no.
Oh lord.
Never again.
That's bad. Yeah, Baird's just like, and this is why I eat the berries.
Can I cure my poison with my with my left hands?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
That
Enough of
man.
that.
Compose myself.
Can I have a berry, please?
Asash will provide berries.
Do you happen found my berries?
I figured it out. Don't drink the green stuff.
Baird's just
Trent,
like,
Trent, you feel very good. You feeling nice. You get you get inspiration from this.
oh, no.
Feel inspired by how delicious this food is. You're like,
The food's almost as good as Baird's singing.
delicious.
That's it.
Fantastic.
Just smashing it. Just enjoying
Smashing,
it.
like-
Just living life.
Just love it. You know?
delicious.
He's just
Kinda
loving
like-
it. You know.
I
He
kind
takes
of
2
like,
bowls.
I kind of like noticed that Mog threw up and just ignored it. Like I'm kind of just like, oh
That's wild, man. What's
yeah, oh he's feeling a bit sick. Like edge away a
I
bit.
guess Mog's not feeling very well today.
Well,
yeah.
I'm fine.
Mog's eating this berry, just looking at Damon, just like, yeah, just like
Walk
furthest, like, wow,
again?
just eating so much, Damon.
One thing you notice as well in the morning when you're having, the breakfast and stuff like that, is that you do notice that the creature that you brought in, that you probably discarded on the table more than anything else. I don't know if you disposed
We
of the body in
left
some
it.
meaningful way. Left it where?
Probably wherever we were dissecting it.
In the hovel, yeah.
Table.
Yeah.
It's still there, and it looks like it's like dried out and aged, like
Yeah.
a few months in like a very small amount of time. You're like,
Gross.
Yeah.
That's yucky.
mhm.
Why
Yeah.
has it turned into jerky?
It's kind of like an ashy smell to it as well. Like it's like, yeah, it's like this burning, slight ashy taste as you kind of examine the corpse of this demon form on this table. Welcome, Raid, by the way. Oh my god,
Yeah.
Ooh,
Raid.
Raid!
Thank you, roll for damage. Hello.
Oh, roll for damage. Go on, roll for damage.
Sorry, can I just point out that our lovely producer has told us to eat the jerky? I'm not to. After watching
Damn,
Mom bath up the porridge, I'm not eating the jerky.
Who knows? Some demon jerky might be delicious.
Tempting.
Rock jerky.
Rock jerky. Yeah, everyone likes a good bit of rock jerky.
Tastes like demonic chicken.
You can do me another Arcana if you'd like.
I will.
As you kind of assess the creature that's on this table here.
Baird will also relay the information, 20,
Okay.
about the demons that he heard howling last night and the fire that he saw over towards the east.
Yeah.
Yes, 20 on the Arcana check.
What you generally ascertain is that certain parts of this creature, whatever splicing of arcane demonology was used to create this, is starting to rot away from it, leaving whatever was its original form kind of more behind. So there's like this ashy taste to it. And when demons tend to die in this physical realm, they ash, or they leave like behind like a demonic sulfuric residue, and then depart to the hellish domain. And if they die there, they're killed forever. So whatever
fart residue.
80 fart residue. That's the one. That's what you get. Coupled with, of course, Mog's vomit. It's a rich tapestry of not super great.
This is like, honestly, I don't think I can notice how bad the smell is, considering how bad we all smell and how bad the marsh smells. Like, there's too many bad smells, and now my nose has just shut off.
So it's the bad smell session, honestly. It's,
this is the stank session.
Kill 2 rocks at the start, though. You're like, pretty good.
Look, a solid start to the
after
game.
the random decay, Asash will politely move the body of this thing outside, because this is Griss's house. She probably doesn't want a dead rock stinking up the place.
It is impossible to know what Griss, the witch of the swamp, really wants with.
You might want the jerky.
Who knows?
Oh, I just realized that I made a swamp witch like recently, and I'm like, oh, it would have been great for this campaign, but we're not going to do it for a little bit. Damn it!
Only for this section.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, well, so you're saying some of the like demonicness of it is
rotting much faster than the rest of it. Yeah.
It's starting to look. Is it starting to look more human?
Slightly more human, but obviously the splicing of this creature and this other creature together doesn't make for a lot of like. It looks more like it's rotting very quickly. It looks like it's like like the entire thing is rotting quite quickly. So maybe like a thing there between like, you know, obviously how it was constructed, what kind of magic was used to create it, if it's that magic is still active, whether that magic can bring this thing back from the dead. Hard to say.
The urge to set that thing on fire rising.
Asash does have prize for cremation.
We don't need to pyre it. We just need to just
A little cheeky pyre. Much like that pyre would, am I right, fellas?
On that, Mog will kind of like put the two pieces together, being like, "Wait, Bear, did you say that there was a smoke and fire out?" And I'm gonna guess in the direction, like, in that direction, east.
Yeah,
Isn't
it was
there
over there. I heard like demonic howling like all night. It never came closer to us. It seemed to get further away, and then I saw like smoke over in the east, but it was quite a ways away.
If I can remember on the map, isn't there a town to the east of here?
Asash will just use his outsider's trait of just always generally remembering the lay of the land and maps and stuff. Like, there is a town that way at the other end of the crossroads. Yes.
Oh,
it's probably
On
3-4
fire.
days
do you think
from
they're
here.
being attacked right now? Like,
Could be a festival.
shouldn't we do something about that? Like, there's like, what if they're just normal farmers and stuff just getting slaughtered? I feel like we should do something about that.
The town is at least 3 days from here.
Oh.
We're not
Yeah,
likely
well,
to
right,
time.
too late.
We wouldn't
if
be
it
able to
is.
see smoke and stuff 3 days away. So
If
Yeah,
it's
that was
rising,
3 days
if
ago.
maybe we've got time to
It would depend on the size of the fire.
yeah, I was gonna say like it would depend on how big the fire is. Like honestly, if that entire town went up in smoke, we'd be able to see it.
yeah, okay, that makes me feel better.
Well, I mean, it doesn't make. I mean, it shouldn't make you feel better.
It makes me feel better.
The likelihood that
Savage
entire
Mog.
town is now ash.
Makes me feel better that it's not there, but it makes me think we should head in that direction after we finish this to
Do we
save
know
them.
how- I'm more concerned that it was demons that did it.
Okay.
I don't know. Like,
From what you know, from what you understand, yeah, it's a tough call.
yeah, it's like there's clearly something going on at this this house or this mansion, but for the most part, other than suspicions that there's something going on underneath the house, like in the basement, we have no idea what that is versus tangible proof that something bad is happening over in the east.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think we should head east.
You're right, Baird. Like, something in this house could be doing something monstrous. Like, we know that the dragon came from this area, so there could be something else monstrous here that we might need to defeat.
Dragons breathe fire.
But for the most part, it also doesn't seem to be doing anything. So maybe, like what Damon said, maybe we should go east because, like, the town is a more prominent and current threat, whereas the mansion seems to be. I mean, like, there was no signs of life or movement in that house. It looked like no one had been there for ages.
So what
Chris was saying that
we hadn't checked yet.
Yeah, well, there was a couple of doors we hadn't looked behind, but
The place was derelict. I say we help people.
yeah, and like even if there was something going on behind one of those doors, there would be evidence of people moving through the house to get into those doors.
That is right.
Then I think
what you can assess though is that the rock would not have been at that place if there was not something to be guarded. But I'll let you know that for free.
Well, they were just passing through.
It is.
Well, Asash will bring that up. That these creatures were there suggests there is something worth investigating, though. They would not hang around and guard an empty house.
Yeah.
Well, do you think the house is still going to be there when we get back?
this is true.
The thing that they're guarding might not be there.
I think Damon's right. I think we should help people now while we can. Because this.
Can I get an idea of how far away that smoke was? Like, does it feel like it would be about 3 days travel away? Or
Roll me a survival test.
Ugh.
And
Okay.
Asash assessed with this, again, given the fact, I'll pull up the actual feature that he's got.
Oh, would it help if I added the slash in there?
So yeah, for Asash, has an excellent memory for maps and geography and can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around.
14, not great.
That's perfectly fine. But I will say between you and Asash to some degree. I mean, Asash definitely has a better knowledge of the layout of places, and yes, it would take about 3 days, simply put, to get to the Pywood from here.
But
obviously, with Lillian guiding the way, it's much easier, but 3 days nonetheless.
that fire definitely looked like it was about 3 days travel away.
It's definitely 3 days away. Oh.
Well, with Lillian, you'd probably be more like 2 days away.
Yeah.
Just like because the swamps are hard to navigate most of the time, which makes it a lot more densely like packed for like getting there. But
Question, are we 1 or 2 days travel into the swamp from where we left our horses?
so basically, you've actually gone. If you have a look at where the Farmer's Rest, like Fisher's Rest, is, it's like 1, 2, 3, about 4 days from Fisher's Rest.
Okay, we've actually come one way.
Yeah, we're like.
Yeah. Otherwise, I was.
You went like a day. You went like a day and a half up to the crossroads, and you went another day and
That's
bit
right.
after that, or like 2 days after that.
Yeah. So I was going to suggest our horses would probably help. But
It seems like we're too far away to help anyway. We could just come there. We could just be wasting our time by getting there and everyone's already gone. Or we could finish what we're doing in here and then head back there. Because if we're not there to help, then we wouldn't be help. Like
If it is 3 days there, either way, we are likely to arrive too late. To go 3 days, find there's nothing we can do, and come back 3 days and maybe miss what is happening here sounds like a grave mistake to make.
Okay.
It would make more sense to finish whatever we must do here in a short time and then make the trek.
can I ask Tina the Fae to, if she's willing to go and see what was happening? I know it's a long trip.
Where is Tina in the room, by the way?
She's always here.
She's like sitting on the desiccated like demon corpse, just like kind of doing her nails.
Oh, yeah, Mog would jump at it like when she disappears, when
She reappears.
and just like walk like around away.
I'd be happy to offer you compensation. for such a treacherous and arduous journey?
You need a walnut.
A walnut? I'll do you 2 walnuts. One for the trip there, one for the trip back.
No, I need a walnut to get there if I'm going to get there at all.
Oh,
I need to. I also need some help summoning something.
okay. What are we summoning?
Probably going to summon a pseudo dragon, maybe if we can. But that'd be lucky if we can get one of those. I need some blood, some honey, and maybe his hat. He points to Damon, like,
Hey,
The helmet?
maybe.
Maybe? Okay.
Kind of like squints at Damon, like,
what the heck?
That was very
Get this
much.
guy out of here.
I feel like there was a Rocket Raccoon moment, and I'm also going to need that guy's arm.
yeah, precisely. Like,
Oh,
All right, so Baird will turn to Damon and be like, "Okay, will that assuage your need to go and help these people? We can find out what's going on over there, while at the same time, hopefully fixing what's going on here."
look, as long as we're not sitting around talking about it.
All right. Okay, and yeah, Baird will start asking. We'll ask the party if they have XYZ things. So the walnut, the honey. Baird will supply their own blood. That's fine.
Isn't there another way? Damon says, holding his helmet.
It's like, I'm pretty sure she doesn't actually need the helmet.
Will he get it back?
You're not going to be able
yeah,
to
you get it back.
Tina, you can't lift it. It's so
I can
big.
too. It's fine. It's
I'll
made of
put
mithril.
I'll put the helmet onto Tina.
It's made of mithril, isn't it?
And
I'll
it's just a
literally just put
helmet
it on
like,
it. Yeah.
How big is she? She's like, what? She's a pixie, yeah?
She's a pixie. She's like,
So she's like
tiny.
13. She's like
tiny.
13. She's a little bit bigger than a ruler.
Yeah.
Outside
I
of the helmet,
measured-
probably.
I measured this when I played a pixie. I found out that they're exact same size as the Monster High dolls, but specifically the little sister cast. And I used to just have one standing on the table whenever we were at game. This is how big my character is.
Just so you're aware.
Yeah, just so everyone knows.
Good. Basically, yeah, she grabs the helmet, like where you try to put it on. Like, do you try and force it down to catch her?
If he does, Baird's gonna hit him.
Something.
I do. I just put it straight down on top of her.
Baird smacks him up the back of the head.
You see in the visor, the slit, these blood red scowling eyes,
Can you not piss off my familiar, and B, the person who's about to help us?
Oh, if she wants my helmet, she doesn't want my helmet. I'm sitting
I'm
down.
pretty sure she doesn't want to be trapped in the helmet.
She's fine.
She knocks it off her, and then it falls to the ground, and he's like, it makes a ting on the ground, it falls face down, like a cat.
Yeah.
I'm Damon's gone. He sat down.
The
He
walnut?
sat down now.
Asaj can just rummage through the various folds of his
I'm
robe
assuming
and
between
produce a
Asaj,
walnut.
Baird, and Lillian, we have all the ingredients that she
Yeah, good.
needs.
She goes together, pricks your finger, puts it inside
Yes.
the walnut, and then puts it up. He's like, and from the swamps comes a dragonfly, a large looking, medium, not medium size, a tiny sized dragonfly, which is quite a large dragonfly.
Yeah, it's a large dragonfly, but it's tiny sized.
Good. She
What's about the size of a rat?
she fashions very quickly using her little fey magics, a little saddle basically out of the walnut, puts it onto the dragonfly, touches the helmet, and is looks directly at Damon and gives it a lick,
Ugh.
and then begins flying away.
Thank you. Yeah.
Really fast, because dragonflies can be fast.
Baird just turns to Damon's can you not piss off my familiar, please?
I don't understand these familiar things. And I'll pick
She's
up my
been
helmet.
very useful so far. She's very helpful.
Very weird.
It's very strange.
It's a really pointy.
She's rude.
Actually quite polite for one of her sort.
Wow.
She likes to party, She's getting drunk, so it's wild.
I see Asaj growing up in a place where the Feywilds are quite close. No, I've seen a bunch of these. She's actually being quite restrained.
She's being very polite.
Bob has no idea about these things, so he's like, "This is a."
I know not.
I know not.
I am but a paladin of orcishness.
I did not study for this.
What
I
other
only studied to
languages
hit
does
things.
Baird speak?
You can
There-
study for any religion stuff. It's like,
Baird speaks. Oh my gosh. Only speaks Common and Elvish. Like Baird does not actually speak a lot of languages.
Sash will say in Elvis, "We're lucky she hasn't taken anyone's toenails yet."
Absolutely.
oh damn. Lillian has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 languages.
I legitimately feel like Baird should have more languages, to be
Sash has
honest.
got
You definitely
5.
should.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Well, Sash was gonna teach Baird some Sylvan so that Baird could speak to Tina more, politely.
Effectively. Mm.
Yeah.
Privately.
Speak in her language,
Sorry. Look at all
Um,
things.
All right, so Tina's doing that. Let's go back to this. Is everybody ready, prepped? We've all had a long
Mhm.
rest. Does that mean we
Yeah.
get
Yep.
all our hit points back?
You do have all your hit points back. With that, however, I will call us for a 15-minute break, and then we can jump into going back towards the bounty manor thing like that. So that is the plan.
Wonderful.
Yes, you're going to the
Yeah.
back to the bounty.
Yes,
Sounds
back to the
wonderful.
manor.
Straight back there, straight downstairs.
Straight back there, straight
Let's do
downstairs.
it.
Let's party on Wayne, party on Garth. Basically, you'll get to where the bounty is just before you actually start entering in. We'll pause there and we'll jump back into it after that. Sounds good. I'll just kind of make sure we're all in the right spot. We'll get to there. We'll move these little thingies as well, and then we'll go from there. All right.
Sweet.
Well, I will see you guys in just a little bit.
See you soon.
Heck yes. Let's
Sounds
do
good.
it.
Hey, come on down. Just lie on the ground. Stop shooting spells at us, because that makes us shoot pus. And I look down at my pussy wounds.
Oh God! Stop that.
Right, I am going to get my book on etiquette and throw the book at him.
Okay. Improvised weapon.
Improvised weapon.
Roll a d20 for hit.
Can I
Wait,
make it
what?
6?
You have a bow. Why are you going to throw a book of
But I love the poetic irony. This is the kind of player I am.
Okay, so you throw this book, right? And in a glorious grindhouse sort of fashion, in what feels like slow motion, it goes and just buries itself through his forehead. And he slumps to the ground.
Should we try to get her out of here? Are you gonna stab me?
Yes.
Having something that you can kind of physically see and be like, this is what it is, this is what it looks like, is a very simple way to just keep story flowing. Having something that you can kind of physically see and be like, this is what it is, this is what it looks like, is a very simple way to just keep story flowing.
It's another tool to communicate to the players what's happening.
Imaginations are endless.
Players who are new into the game, being able to describe, what a crypt or a dais or something is.
I believe we're in the presence of a trap.
With this, it's like, oh, this pops right up on my screen and I can see all this stuff and I don't need to tell anyone about it.
That is amazing. That's so good.
Oh yeah, look at that. Dang.
To have that visualization right there. Pretty impressive, yeah.
Having the visuals, it kind of brings it into a cool world.
Okay.
Oh, cute!
No, it's going to be destroyed.
You see the goose in front of you. It is larger than a normal goose. It is holding a soul and a book in its beak. Its eyes are glowing red.
Got attacked by a goose.
The nameless goose, who is actually named Humphrey.
I would like to create a love hunk from afar that calls to Humphrey's heart and soul, pull him away so that we can enter the hut unfettered. I will find him later and kill him and take his entire skin and wear his beak as earrings.
Okay, roll me a deception check.
Hey, come on down. Just lie on the ground. Stop shooting spells at us, because that makes us shoot pus. And I look down at my pussy wounds.
Oh, God. Stop that.
Alright, I am going to get my book on etiquette and throw the book at him.
Okay, improvised weapon.
Improvised weapon.
Roll a d20 for hit.
Can I
Wait,
make it
what?
6?
You have a bow? Why are you gonna throw a book of
But I love the poetic irony. This is the kind of player I am.
Okay, so you throw this book, right? And in a glorious grindhouse sort of fashion, in what feels like slow motion, it goes and just buries itself through his forehead. And he slumps to the ground.
Do me a quick con save.
Oh no. No, it's the disease! Ah! I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't want it.
You're all gonna die. Papa say you gotta get it.
Oh god.
Papa say you gotta get it. Wow. You are safe from the disease this day.
Whoa!
That is so beautiful.
Yauchi, Mauchi. All right,
work.
You get on out of there. Do me a quick stealth roll as you're kind of like getting behind like the muddy tracks and stuff like that.
Splish
away
squash,
from these.
splish squash.
Squish squash.
Squish squash, apple sauce. Oh my god.
The natural 20, the natural 1. Oh, fantastic. So like
duality of man.
I wish I had my some music so I could be like, ooh, spooky noises. But you can imagine the spooky noise like, ooh, it's just so spooky.
Very spooky. It's 3 spoopy 5 me.
Oh yes,
Please no, please don't make atmosphere.
I'm doing my
Hubert, no.
If you don't want me going around and telling everyone you have a bit of a monopoly going around with your illegal grogs trade and extortion business, I suggest you start talking.
Mate, if you reckon I'm going to be scared by some geezer throwing a sword in my direction, you got another thing coming.
Yes.
I reckon I could call the guards over here right quick smart, and then I'll have to lock you up, you nasty geezer.
Can I cast silence right on us?
Yeah, sure, you can do that.
And I just go, just quiet, bit of quiet.
He picks up like a bell, and he throws it.
Yeah.
It careens outside of the silence, and it rings like this kind of calamity, like on the streets.
So that's when Too Short literally just runs up, picks up the bell, sticks it in a bag.
You see like two guards like on the main kind of strip of the street kind of like look over to where the bell obviously had just landed.
A jazz hand spirit fingers and then wave over Ariella.
The half orc, like the orcish individual, is kind of looking at you like this. Is like, you arrive over, and at that point when you arrive, the guards arrive at the same time. The orc kind of like sees the guards, sees you kind of start talking to them.
I kind of like look at the guards. I look back at him, and I'm like, I just put my sword back in, but I keep the silence up, and then I put my arm around him. Like we're like, like we told a good joke or something.
He looks very uncomfortable and like,
oh good, I want him to be.
Places a hand on you to gently move you a little bit away.
Just hold his hand.
Is there something the matter? I heard some bells ringing.
I just lost a bet. You see, I was betting how far we could throw the bell.
As they're doing that, I like elbow him quite hard in the rib, and I like point over at the guards leaving, being like, "It's still in the silence, I assume."
Yep, still in the silence. Yeah, he's just like,
and I kind of just push him away a little bit, get back to our original stance, and then I just go. I drop the silence, and I'm like, "So what will it be?"
What do you want to know? It shatters, and an angel descends through the glass into the area. She looks at all of you with, I'm gonna just say, disappointed mum energy. I'm gonna suggest. Like she's like,
what?
God damn it! Going through the bright light, I'm like, Mom, that's not. Is that you? It's been so long. Why you come now? You always only come when we're disappointed in me.
I said I would pay my tithe next month.
You could not have known what was to happen. I only wish that I had gotten here sooner.
So you're saying because you're late, this happened?
So this is your fault. Entirely. We are absolved of blame?
I need to impress upon you the urgency of acquiring the amulet again.
You don't need to impress us.
I'm not very easily impressed.
Yes.
And we're live back again with Cthulhu. Party on Wayne, party on Gar. Thank you guys all so much for sticking with us as we go through our break. But we're back into it, and we're in for some excitement, I would imagine, or hopefully some excitement. And possibly some death. You know, we'll see how we go. So you guys arrive outside of the bounty again. And how would you like to proceed from here? You gonna go straight in? You're gonna get out of here?
Straight up. Mog's gonna look at the tree and make sure that there's anything in there. And he's gonna not be very good at it, but he's looking at the tree.
Yep, that's a tree.
Okay.
Mog confirms he's a tree. Yep.
Mog, yes.
It's tree.
That's tree.
Damon's gonna, as we're walking through, because we're pretty well, he's very nonchalant. He's gonna put his hands up. Hello, hello.
No, Damon, no.
No, Mog, there's nobody here. There's nobody. Hello.
There might be. We haven't gone underground yet.
You do not hear a thing.
Guys. Is anyone there? Anyone at all?
Azash, can you please send your bird to go underneath?
I will have another look.
Okay. Cool.
Azash has a bird? Like, for the noticing this for the first time.
Asash holds out his arm and again will burn a use of the wild shape. But this time we're going to summon a sneaky little snake. So he just holds up his arm and the snake just coils out.
Do I have the model for you? Oh, please tell me I got that token still. Please tell me I still got
snake.
Little snake.
It's just looking at the ground.
I still do.
To throw it down.
Oh, there it is. There's a sneaky little snake. Little snag. Little snag.
I would die for him.
I'll just make it a little bigger so you can all see how it looks like. That's what the snake.
Oh my god!
For those who missed that session, this was also the same token we used for the giant snake that ended up tangling a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It is a creative common snake, so that's why you got to use it. You know.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah. Creative common snake.
It's a solid snake.
Probably is.
Move over here.
No harm using some clip art.
Oh yeah, no lie there.
Asash move and sit down against the wall, and again, so his eyes will just go completely white, and this snake will just slither off.
Mm-hmm. So it's gonna slither underground.
Yeah, going down the stairs.
Is Azash conscious? Can I still talk to Azash? Kind of thing.
He can't hear you right now. He is deaf and blind.
He is a snake.
All right, you slither on down into the basement area. I'm gonna let you have control of this character as well, just because that's gonna probably be easier for me pointing out where you guys are going. Assault. There you go. So you got it. It's under your control. The snake.
Little sneaky snake is gonna slither up here to about, let's say to about here. Now we remember that there was something that killed us down this way, and we spotted another sculpture over that way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We're gonna try and like speed run and like slither over here as fast as we
you have
can.
to move the camera.
It just might be very large, lovely producer. Just gotta make sure we got it for the stream to see the cool thing I made.
Beautiful map.
There we go.
It's a lovely map.
It is. It's
So
very big though.
He's moved up to here.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing what's in the room at the minute.
Mm-hmm. There is a statue right here.
That's it.
There are braziers, and there's a skeleton, obviously, with the head smashed into the ground right there.
Delightful. We're going to try and like quick slither over here and hopefully not get zapped by a statue.
Give me a stealth check.
A stealth check. What is this? Stat block for snake.
What is it? What is a snake's stealth? Does snake get to roll with advantage on stealth because it's so low to the ground?
Maybe.
Do you want to just use Asas's stealth score, or does it have its own stealth score?
It has its own stealth
should
score
have its
because it's got a dexterity score. You want me to find your snake's stealth that you need?
That would be handy.
You could do
I do not have a snake block sitting around at the minute.
Honestly, I imagine it's a poisonous snake. I was going to say it's a poisonous snake. All right, it's a tiny beast. It has +3 dexterity, therefore it has +3 to stealth.
Oh,
sweet. Come
I'll
on,
also give
buddy.
it a +2 for that as well because it's also tiny.
Oh, so that makes it a 13.
13. All right, let's see if the statue might see you or not. It does not.
Nice.
You sneaking a snake.
We're playing a solid snake game. Yeah.
We're playing Metal Gear right now.
Perfect. All right, this is what you see.
Has someone got the sound effect, available for a
So we got
snake
some
spotted?
beds. Cool. We're gonna slither up to here.
Mm-hmm. So it's up to there. You see inside this room.
Alrighty, so we've got 2 more statues. That's fine. We're going to try and stick against the wall with around behind them. We want another stealth roll?
Mm-hmm, we do.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Another 4. Got him. All right, as you were, sneak a snake.
Cool. We're going to come all the way around there and peek into the next room.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear intensifies.
In this particular
Just
room.
like a box.
Tiny little cardboard box.
What do you think about something? You see, inside to this room, this situation. There are there are 2 individuals standing here who look like they are praying on their hands and knees. You can see them in this, in the lovely reveal here. They are in both the Sunken Treasure and also the Hideout card. They are just cultist leader and their servant, who looks like they're both praying in this like circle of writhing like flesh, basically. It's not good. Demons flock around them, their horned kind of like visages examining the kind of ground, and like corpses all strewn about the place as well. These seem to be the only 2 people that you can see in this room specifically, but there could be others elsewhere, I'd say. But it looks like there's been signs of great combat here, and the demons themselves are chewing on the bones of what appears to be a series of dead cultists.
Right.
That's bad.
Mm-hmm.
That is bad.
Now I'm going to get you to do another stealth check.
Yeah, hopefully I roll better than a 6. An 8, it's technically better. It makes an 11 total. Oh no.
Nah.
like stick a snake on in here. Then like you're staking on it just as you were.
Don't go in. Just stay here.
Yeah.
Go back.
I think that's honestly, it's probably gonna go. That looks like enough information, so it's gonna like slither away again, as snakes tend to do.
Now you see that in this room as well that you're in, there are a lot of signs of combat.
In this big room up here.
In the big room you're in now, like in the room with the angels as well. Like there's like signs of like destruction and like walls being punched in and like conflict basically. There's not a lot of blood in the ground, but you see that there's like probably some tracks leading into that main room.
Mm-hmm. What kind of tracks? Like drag marks? Just people have walked in?
Drag marks, yeah.
People
looks like from the signs of demons that pulled them into in there as well.
Delightful. Cool.
Just a bit cool. Be cool and fun and fresh and cool and fun and fresh.
Fun and fresh and cool and good and happy, handy dandy times. Cool. So Asash will let that familiar dispel, so it will just melt away into nothing, and he will sit back up outside.
I think you would see Mog sitting in front of you with a stick, just kind of like leaning on his weapon because you've been doing this for a few minutes now. He's like, "Have you moved?"
It's just quietly like plucking.
So Asash will like,
"Okay,
welcome back."
Would turn and look at Damon. We are not as alone as some of us thought.
Hold it.
And then relay everything that he saw downstairs about the statues and the demons and the cultists and the demons chewing on the dead cultists.
Mog would give you a stick to be like, draw the layout of what you just saw, like on in the ground, in the dirt.
And yeah. So Asash will take that and sketch out a rough map. Do you want me to roll for art?
Well, for survival, to recollect all the information you had. Because drawing a map is a bit like, at this.
I mean, like Outlander feature.
Now you did notice that you didn't get too much of a good look at the cultists because you were mostly focused on the fact that there was a ritual kind of space in the center there, and there's demons and a whole bunch of stuff. So it was a quick look, but I looked nonetheless.
Yeah. Cool. So that was a survival roll you wanted? Hey!
Nice! Nat 20!
Yeah, you effectively tell like where the things are, and you gotta get a bit of context that there's probably a deeper section in there that would lead out somewhere else.
Yeah. Lovely.
Ooh. All right.
When you say lead out to somewhere else, so would that be like there might be like a hidden basement entrance somewhere out further in the woods?
Yeah.
It seems like their primary
entry.
It's like storage and like location. Like there's a lot of like descriptions like on the walls and stuff like that, notations like worshipping of Goldurai and that kind of stuff, which you did note as you're kind of going through the place. Not too relevant, of course, in the actual battle map style thing, but a lot of this was like definitely Goldurai centric information that was very important to the cultists over there. However, given the amount of beds you saw, the amount of cultists that were obviously killed, and the only 2 left like doing the ritual, something does not quite add up here.
Yeah.
From his description and my experience of the attempt to initiate me into the cult properly, can I roll like an arcana to figure out what might have happened?
You may.
Excellent. 13.
Their plans are becoming accelerated, assumedly because of the amount of people that they've lost. They need to step up the remaining cultists they do have potentially, because it will be a large operating base that they've basically lost at this point. So the way to mitigate that loss is by probably imbuing all the power of the other cultists into a few select ones to truly cause some havoc. Though they are in the stage of preparing that. There might be other goals and motivations that they have. The description you got of the port, like the ritual, the flesh pit, doesn't strike you particularly well. Like you're like,
I hate that.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Hard, not good.
Yeah, that's bad.
But what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Cool.
Cool and fun and fresh and cool and good.
Cool. Thanks. I hate this.
All this information relayed back to everyone, kind of thing.
Yeah. Baird will look. I was only part of that cult for 2 days. This is what I think is going on.
Okay.
And so, did you say, Jack, just clarifying, did you say that I got the impression that there might be a back way or another exit that they had deeper in, or?
But there might be a back way in there, yes. It's possible that they might have, it does make sense for a dungeon to have, a way out, effectively.
Yeah.
Do not have a way out does mean that you're probably more likely to be hard murdered, or it's you do your last stand kind of stuff like that. But yeah, no, you'd imagine that there would be another way, through this place.
I got the impression that this may not be the only entrance. It might be worth looking around in the woods to the north a little bit to see if we can find the back way in. We might be able to catch them by surprise.
That could also explain why this mansion looks completely disused, is because they're not using this entrance.
Also, it doesn't seem like the cultists are going to be able to easily surprise. They are completely focused on whatever ritual they're doing down there. And
they've caught 5 demons. I'm pretty sure the demons won't be surprised.
The demons don't look like they're even really paying attention to the cults at the moment. They seem to be very focused on just consuming the remaining flesh that's there. Though the ritual still is ongoing, so who's to say?
It seems like we're running out of time, and that we should try to disrupt this ritual as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
We could go out into the middle of the swamp and try to find their exit, but that might take us hours, kind of thing. It could also be hidden.
The other issue is also getting past all the statues, because there's at least 4 statues that we need to wiggle past without getting exploded.
Now that I know where they are, because Azash has pointed them out, I can give myself protection. I've got my armor, I've got my my aura. I can go first and take the brunt of the hit. I don't imagine that they're going to incinerate me straight away.
Just as a side note, every time we've seen because Azash has seen it happen twice now with the 2 birds, their eyes glow, don't they?
Correct.
Would it be possible? So you have to get within their line of sight. They're statues. They probably don't have a shitload of peripheral vision. Logically thinking, would we be able to, and Barrett is positing this to the group, would we potentially be able to blindfold them to get past them?
Possibly. They also did not seem too perceptive. With some magic, we might even be able to sneak past them quite quickly. Turns to Lillian.
I can shroud the entire room in complete pitch darkness, and I can still see in it. I could guide you through the darkness so that you didn't trip over anything.
You can push me forward as well, and push me in the direction where there is a statue, and if anything breaks, at least I'm there and I can attack the statue straight away. Because I've got the anti-statue weapon right here.
That second room also had beds in it. We could potentially use the beds as one-hit shields to get past them.
Okay.
Essentially. I'm mostly just concerned about us getting blown to smithereens.
It is a concern. Again, the snake got past them with no too much trouble.
Snake's also very small and on its belly on the ground.
Sneaky little snake.
You are a snake.
I'm a snake.
He will turn to Lillian, and I'll ask this out of character because Steph's not actually here. You do know...
He casts Pass Out Trace.
Yeah, pretty much. You know this spell. Yeah, we talked about this one. You know the spell I'm talking about.
I'm aware.
Okay.
You said it much nicer. It's
yeah, it's mum voice.
Mum voice, yeah. Not disappointed dad voice.
I can I can create either pitch darkness, you guys won't be able to see in it, it's magical darkness, or I can also make smoke screens which would potentially blind the creatures. But those spells might also be worth saving for the actual fight.
Yeah, I think I'm more worried about once we get into combat. I'm happy to vanquish evil straight away and get right into it, but of course...
You'll love a good vanquish.
Love it. But yeah, I'm not too afraid of the statues, although saying I haven't been hit by the statue yet, so I'm going to figure that out very soon.
Yay!
Perhaps if we send Mog in first and we go under the protection of Lillian's spell, that will be our quickest and easiest option. That way we can all still see.
Let's do it then.
That sound good to everyone?
Let's try that first. We can also, again, I think I have enough stuff like fabric in my disguise kit that I can potentially blindfold them if that works.
And how about you, Damon? You ready to slice and dice and to cut up some sushi?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Everyone cleared up their sheet from their long rest?
Quiet.
Yes. Damon, silence is key. Please.
All right.
Maybe like proper, like, please.
Okay.
Please help me. You enter into the bottom section of the basement of this place. You don't have access to your characters. You can grab those if you'd like and start moving them around. And you start creeping on in. Now, I want you to do me a stealth check. Also, if anyone would like to do me as well, like to check the rooms and stuff like that, do let me know as you kind of go through stuff. For there might be some secrets.
Pass without trace. What is that?
Plus 10 to stealth checks. You can't be tracked by any means except magic.
Can't be tracked by any non-magical means.
Any non-magical means.
Before we go in, just so we all know, I'm wearing plate armor. I am really bad at being sneaky. I kind of make some chinky noise. I just can't get it out, no matter how much stuff I put in.
An interesting math fact for you. Effectively, what advantage gives you is a +5 bonus to your roll, effectively. So a +10 bonus is like double advantage. Effectively, you're getting advantage even if you do have full plate armor. Because it's still very different to fail.
I still have disadvantage on stealth rolls.
I think also that like it doesn't matter how much advantage or disadvantage you have, they always cancel each other out in 5th edition. Like you can't overstack advantage, unfortunately.
Exactly. It's why plus additive bonuses in D&D 5e are the most effective thing that you'll find, and there's not many of them. It's very rare for them to actually get like plus something to a roll. That's why.
But so I'm just that trace is great.
It's one of the best stealth spells in the game. Yeah, you just
cheeky +10. Who doesn't need that?
So we can't see in this shadow as well while you're pushing us. Is that right?
Oh no. So pass without trace is essentially just a magical aura around the group. We can still perceive each other fine, but we all get a +10 individually to our stealth rolls.
And I haven't cast darkness. I'll let you know if because darkness also stays in one spot. It doesn't move with me.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure.
We'll stay around you so that if you do cast that on us immediately, you can push us in the direction we need to go hit and shit.
It's from a point that I choose technically. Magical light can illuminate it, but non-magical light can't.
Okay.
But it doesn't move with. There you go. If the point, so I can actually make it emanate from an object that I'm holding, and then the darkness will move with me.
There you go.
But I think at this stage, because none of you guys can see in it, except I'm the only one who can see it, even Lillian can't see in it, that it's probably better if I don't cast it.
Yeah.
Just get that feat that gives you an invocation for free. So good. Magical darkness, like, too much.
Yeah.
Too powerful.
It's useful. It's really useful, but also not if your rest of your party can't see.
Yep. All
right. Let's do it. So let's roll our stealth checks.
Go for it. I shall roll Lillian's stealth check. Because I'm helping.
Glad I've got that +13 because my shit roll.
Same. Even with the +10.
Oh, that's right. She's got expertise in stealth, the bastard. Oh my god.
Such a cheesy roll.
Mine's actually 16. I get +1 more than I thought. So it's 16.
Wow. +19?
Stop it.
What?
She's got a +9 at base, and she gets +10 as well. That's why just having you're like, oh yeah, 29. Like,
I love that.
19 base. How wild is that?
Gloomstalkers are pretty chopped, my friend. Just tell you.
I like the David is
with
the
an
least
Earth Storm.
stealthy of us.
It tracks. It tracks.
Although he doesn't have disadvantage on his stealth checks anymore because he has mythical armor, so that's good.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Practically, like you're just stealthy now. You're just so stealth.
Yeah.
So stealth, yeah.
Okay.
Sneaky little snake.
He's definitely not
Sneaky
even really
little
trying. Like he's
snake.
still just striding in full pace.
What is all of your passive perceptions, by the way?
Passive perception.
Mine is 12.
13.
Not enough. Mine is
14.
That's good to know. That's what I check.
12.
Okay, please progress.
Okay. So I'm gonna get to the edge of here before I kind of look around the edge and be like, this is the statue over here.
That's the statue.
Yep, that's the statue over there.
We're stealth right now, so no one. The statue can see us if we get in front of it.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna cast protection on myself. I forget the spell every time.
I want you to know, team, that's 3 4s in a row. One more 4, and well, it's all
And
over.
streams
We
over.
win the game.
That's it. I just give up. That's it. You won. You succeed. You win.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast shield of faith, and I'm gonna go attack it.
Nice. You roll on up to it and give it a smash.
Yeah.
Roll me your attack.
All right, let me just. Let me see.
Everyone's like,
Asash before Asash, we like trying to tap him on the shoulders, like just like trying to simply just like walk.
Let's see if we can just walk past it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. Like,
Wait. Baird goes, wait. Baird is going to cast pyrotechnics, specifically smoke, and on the target, because I believe I am within...
These braziers?
No, on that. On the
Asash is just
actual
gonna
thing.
like whisper to everyone.
Yep.
Before that, Asash is just going to whisper quietly to everyone. If it had seen us, it would have attacked by now. We can walk past.
With it yet. We're not in its line of sight.
It hit me from here last time I came with the bird.
I thought it was the... Sorry, this is out of character. I thought it was the other one that hit you.
Over here,
Yeah, it was the other one, and you got to like here.
There was 2 things last time.
Yeah, because the first bird was upstairs.
Yeah.
And then the second bird, I think you got to like here, and that's when that one blew you up.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't recall now.
Because you got
Although
it.
you may have sent Tina down.
No, Tina didn't go
No, Tina was
downstairs. She went upstairs as well.
Right, that's
and
good.
she saw the bird get exploded, and then was like, "I'm out."
Nope.
Yeah, which is a fair call.
Yep, seems good. Right.
All right. Yeah.
Now,
so
obviously, with stealth, even stealth that's very good still requires some kind of cover.
yeah,
This is
so we are not in cover.
there's a relatively open room, so there's a gap here that you're gonna have to get through to get to the other side. So
If I cast pyrotechnics on it and shroud it in, it's described as a very heavy smoke. Thick black smoke spreads out from the target in a 20-foot radius, and the area of the smoke is heavily obscured. Baird's like, I'm gonna obscure its vision temporarily. See how we go. Okay, so pyrotechnics, smoke. Point of origin is the statue itself.
That's a 15-foot radius?
Yes, 15-foot radius from the thing. Pyrotechnics is a... Oh, cool. All right, so it is now shrouded in smoke.
That's the little area of the smoke. Yep.
Excellent. You guys can... Oh, you guys might not actually be able to see in the smoke. That's right. So Baird will get behind Mog or beside Mog, and gently sort of, again, using Mog as a shield, using Mog as a meat shield because Bear is a lot squishier than Mog is. Being like, all right, you've got your protection up, you're ready, let's go. Like we're going and Bear because Bear can see through it.
You can see through the actual spell, or because I think your sight only allows you to see through magical darkness, and magical darkness is a slightly different.
I'm just checking all my bits.
And double check.
Check the bits.
Check the bits. Little bits.
It is just darkness, but I've also got will the smoke also include like low light vision?
What's that? No, the smoke is just obscured. Like it's an effect of you can't see past the smoke. It's similar to fog or something like that. You wouldn't be able to see through fog, but magical darkness, yeah, absolutely.
Well, we know our vague trajectory. Like we know that
you can see past it. Like you can see past it very easily.
Yeah. All right. We know vaguely.
We're just like hand on one shoulder, holding the person behind, like daisy chain.
So all I'll get you guys to do is roll me a survival test, basically, to know kind of the direction that you want to go and not knock over these two braziers.
Cool. All right, let's do it.
That was a natural 20 from Massage.
You may give a success to someone else if they happen to fail it. I'll say that. That's how good it is. Yeah, I know. Powerful. Which is going to be bad.
How about Asas just takes the lead and everyone just like holds on to like his coattails?
Yeah. We're playing follow. We're basically playing follow the leader.
He just signals to everyone, hand on the shoulder.
Tell you what. I'll let your natural 20 give everyone an advantage then.
Is it a survival? Sorry, or is it perception?
Survival.
Oh, I got 21 as well. So if anyone's hanging on to me, they know where to go. So we could just do a big rope thing.
You're an 18, so Dame was just going to
fucking perish, man.
I just want you to all to know that on my screen, that dice is showing a 16 and not a 3.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, that's true.
That's rude.
I can see it myself.
That's my.
Let's just check the stream as well. The stream actually does say it's a 16. Yeah.
Okay.
See on Twitch.
Screw you, Roll20. Roll20 hates me.
It seems to actually legitimately hate you despite rolling a good roll.
That was a 16.
Look, shouts out to the chat.
That's my 16.
Do we allow Bed to have this? If a single person in the chat says yes, I will permit it to be so. If anyone just says that.
My dice didn't. Well, if that was your 16, my dice didn't roll.
Roleplay, you don't count. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Roll20 cheating.
It's called chat engagement, friends. What?
Sorry, Trent made a good point that it was probably actually his 16, but then my dice didn't roll.
Yeah, and Bad's dice didn't roll. It's my 16, but Bad's dice didn't roll.
Oh, yeah, that seems fair.
I feel like we've got enough very high successes between the party to daisy chain our way.
Well, the chat hasn't helped you, and I want my combat encounter, so get destroyed. Anyway, I'll describe what happens. So. The individuals of the following individuals. Yep.
I'm not leading this pack.
That's fair. Asash is leading the pack, so Asash gets the other side, followed by Mog.
Because we're all hand on the shoulder, man.
Yep.
We're like hand on shoulder.
Followed by Bed, followed by Bow Mama, who comes up from behind,
making sure the idiot doesn't get left behind. Again.
You get out, Asash. Mog, you also get out. Followed by Damon, and then Bed right around here. You're like looking behind you towards this where you know the statue to kind of generally be, and end up tripping on one of these and causing a small calamity as you see some glowing eyes come through from here.
Can I hit the deck?
And stone kind of like shift in place. You hear the stone moving slightly.
Okay, it moves, but Bear like freezes. Just...
And Lillian's like,
I don't think it gets like just.
She does a barrel roll and tries to grab you on the way out. The thing will, however, make an attack roll against you with disadvantage.
And this is it. I'm gonna die.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Whiff.
Does a
12
hit you?
No, it doesn't. Because it's a disadvantage.
You feel the you feel like a laser beam basically like slink by your ears. Like,
Squeaky
As
noise.
Lillian grabs her idiot out of the way, and Rudy scoots their way back into the other side of the room. And you get to the other side. You are now inside like a cotted area where there's like beds and stuff like that, as well as like along the walls in this this chamber are notations to Goldaraya. They're like scrolls and parchments and like these kind of like they're like bandages that have been placed up against the wall, like these seals of Goldaraya, as well as of course demonstrations of his power, his greatness, his grace, and all that kind of stuff, which are a little bit disturbing as you pass on through. So,
can I have a little bit of a squiz at those and see if there's any like notations? I know that you said there are notations to Goldaraya, but like, is there anything about potentially what might be happening with these rituals?
Yeah, for sure. Roll it up for me, Arcana.
Three.
Very nice. As far as what might be happening here, it is difficult to say. There is like an image basically of a priest looking over a cauldron, kind of like a cauldron, but more like a portal below him with like hands reaching up and like eldritch energy bursting forth up into the world, flies and that kind of stuff, like worms and such growing up in the earth as a lot of people pray around this, obviously like this central mass. And yeah, these hands kind of reaching up denote what you would imagine is allies to the cause, allies to the cult to kind of rise up and assist with the great work of Goldaraya.
So the vibe I'm getting from these images is that this ritual that's going on is basically a
act of desperation.
Act of desperation / but like it's a call to assist. Like it's like, hey, we're desperately reaching into all the dark corners of the world to gather as much power as we can.
Exactly. You know that this ritual requires sacrifice, but the effects of sacrifice for Goldaraya can be quite good. But generally speaking, those will always be managed and supported by I think I may have mentioned to you this before, the Hellish Court and the Demon Lord of Sacrifice, Azilith. The ruler of the Citadel of Rust. Through their kind of influence and power, the mortal world can be affected. And to some extent, like Goldaraya destroys that a lot. There's not too much sacrifice in the way of Goldaraya because he does not ask for sacrifice. He simply expects it to be done.
Yeah.
Or perishment will generally erupt. But some weapons there as well.
Okay. Okay. So we gotta stop this, whatever this is.
So I just had an idea. What if we get Lillian to shoot an arrow through the eyes, like, of the statue and see if that stops it from shooting? I'm not sure how we test it once the arrow goes in.
Well, we want to aim to hit the wall on the other side of them, this wall. Because otherwise it's going to fly into that room and alert everyone.
Now, Lillian kind of like looks down this kind of like long area here to these two, and it's like, I can get a shot on them if we wanted to like take them out. I'm not sure how that would react to the rest of them, but if they had to cross through the statues, that could be against.
Because you can go behind at least one of the statues. You could technically go behind one of the other statues. Could we block those spaces or set traps in those spaces behind the statues?
Well, you can try and trap it. I just don't know if we're going to be seen too soon. It's not very far from the statues, and from the statues to the creatures. They'll probably see us if we get much further than this.
Yeah,
I think if we held out right here, I reckon we could funnel them in. If we
can funnel them into this room,
It's whether or not the statues will attack them. I assume that the statues aren't that like intelligent that they can't really tell. If they can't tell us from them, but I don't know how this magic works.
You can hear that there's whispering infernal being spoken, kind of like up ahead in like 60 feet away over in the other room, and the priests, like the cultists, still like hands and knees,
they're very distracted.
Knees down, very distracted, very much like focusing on what this ritual is trying to accomplish.
I think Lily, you should take the shot. Me and Damon will stay here, and I'll wait for them to get closer. If I'm hoping that the demons will come through and the statues will attack the demons, and if they get too close, then I'll come out and block them, and that way they still have to deal with the demons and us and Lillian, and we might stop that ritual right now.
It is a good bottleneck here.
Okay, potential add-on to that plan. I could fill this room with the magical darkness. Potentially the demons will be able to see in it. I can see in it and let you know where they're coming from. But that could also potentially make them stumble through the things, the statues. Or if you just want to leave it like as is, I can go back to this room, cast magical darkness in here, and basically stand on the other side as a bait.
I think that we're far enough away. I reckon I could destroy that statue. I reckon I could really break it. Like,
I reckon I could just run in and kill everyone.
I'm not doubting your abilities, but I also don't want you to get your head blown off.
You underestimate my skill and power, Bad.
I don't, but
maybe they're too fast.
It's just like Bear's trying to find a way to say that he's very fond of Damon without actually complimenting Damon. It's just we
if
work
you die,
better
who'd
as
I
a
insult?
team. We work better as a team.
Fair enough. I'm just saying, we're standing here talking while the ritual is going on right now. He's not even really, he's kind of just like talking, by the way, not really being quiet. When we could go in and kill everyone.
But we need to avoid the damage of those statues. I think we should, I think we should definitely act now, and Lillian should take the shot. If everything goes wrong, you can cast Shadow in the next room and we can just run past the statue if we need to.
You want me to cast Shadow in the room in front of us or the room we just came through?
Room in front of us.
As Sash just leans over and looks towards the room again, do we notice anything?
Do we notice them moving?
Yes. You look back.
It's like, take the shot, Lillian.
Yeah.
Don't tell me twice.
Pew pew.
Did you taking the shot on the cultists? Taking a shot on the demons?
Shoot the cultists.
At least shoot one of the cultists first.
Yeah. All right.
Disrupt the ritual.
Let's see if Lillian manages to do it.
Oath bow! Oath bow!
Oh, jeez. Oath bow, jeez.
I don't think I'm going to invoke the oath bow just yet. I don't want to invoke the oath bow before Lillian gets a chance to invoke the oath bow. You know what I'm saying?
Steph hasn't had the chance to do it.
She hasn't had the chance to invoke the oath bow. Gotta let them obviously do the oath bow. All right, but they will still get their 3 attacks, and probably are going to use some kind of cool ranger stuff, because rangers are cool, friends. Never forget. Maybe a spell of some sort. I've never played a ranger, so I really don't know.
Isn't cold shot like a thing?
Cordon of arrows. You plant 4 pieces of magical ammunition in the ground and lay magical in the area until the spell ends. Whenever a creature other than you comes within 30 feet of the ammunition, come on their turn, or it ends the turn there. 1 piece of ammunition fires and strikes at. What in the what? Oh my god, this is fantastic. Lillian will before that cast cordon of arrows on the ground in this little area here. If anything within 30 feet of their arrows, 1, 2, 3, 4, so 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. If anything comes within this line, the arrows will fire at them from the ground at Lillian's feet. It's like,
it's like
arrow throws down these arrows and is just like, then pulls up their own arrows and then it's like, I'm ready to party.
That works really well with our plan. If they get too close, when I come out,
This is a very good spell. Let me see what happens when you do this. So 30 feet, the ammunition with the fire for this time ends its turn there. One piece of ammunition fires up to strike it. The creature must succeed in a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 points of damage. The piece of ammunition is then destroyed. The spell ends with then when no ammunition remains. When you cast this spell, you can designate any creatures you choose, and the spell ignores them. Ignores you guys, obviously. At high levels, you can do better things with it. Must be non-magical ammunition though, so it can't just be like, put down a dragon slaying bow, kill dragon. Awesome. All right, fires their arrow shots. Shot number 1. That is probably gonna be enough. Let me see with my cultist fanatics. That hits with the first one. Awesome. It's with the second one.
Ooh.
And hits with the third one. All right, that's only going to be a measly, really, 3d8 plus 9. Is there any other weird stuff that they do? When you hit a creature with a shackle, they mark for they're going to use a favored foe, I think, as well, or favored foe with their ability. So here at the first one, then there's a favored foe. It's concentration. The first time that you end each turn, you hit with a favored foe, you deal damage to it, including you mark it. Only the first time you hit the favored foe, you deal extra damage. It's only the first time, but nonetheless, it's still very good. All right, so that's going to be 3d8 plus 9 plus 1d6. Wow. 25 points of damage, which doesn't quite kill the cultist.
Dang it.
Fanatic, but certainly puts a big old dent in them. And they do not stop casting their ritual.
While she's doing that, can I cast a quick spell as well?
You may. When they put the cordon of arrows, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Baird is going to pull a little bit of like it's going to dip their hand into their pocket and it's going to come out covered in like a silver dust, and they're just going to like wipe that silver dust on like Damon's back, basically. And cast protection from good and evil, or good or evil, and specifically picking protection from fiend. Assuming those are demons up ahead, and Baird knows that Damon's gonna rush in and try to attack demons. So it's just like, cool, we're just gonna protect Damon from some demons there.
Yeah.
Is it initiative time?
It is initiative time, yes. So that happens, and then the initiative begins. How cool, how fun, how fresh, honestly.
Was it the right modifier? That probably was.
So we have all these turns, clear those turns.
22, baby. 23, baby.
Baby.
Damn it. So bad with initiative for a Sash these days.
In pieces. Is your initiative modifier seriously only 1?
Yep.
What? How is my initiative modifier higher than yours?
Because you're a dex builder, Sash is not.
Baird is not really. Oh, no, wait, no, they are. It's their next time. Wait.
I was going to say, Asash is a wisdom strength build. That's where his chunky stats are.
About the same for
Come back.
Look, the half-orcs aren't quick to the draw, but they hit hard when they get up.
And we don't need to act first. We just need to act when they get here.
Okay, well, that one is going to go at 13. This one is going to go down at 30. And then we're going to go for all of the demons. That's going to be... actually, we'll split them in half because there's a few on the inside. Yeah, seems good. All right. Demons number 1 is going to be at 22. Demons number 2 is going to be at 9. Lovely. And Damon, what was your initiative?
23.
That for you then.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
That's all good, champion. I'll do this one here, and that's with +6, so Lillian is at 21. It's wild. Can't relate, honestly. And then we'll just descending. Oh my god, you guys got so good at your initiatives. Jesus.
Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise. All right.
Except for the half-orcs.
Except for the half-orcs.
Except for the half-orcs. All right. Demon, it's your turn first. You have some demons. They look pissed. It's time to party.
Yeah, my heel like digs into the dirt, and I use my action to dash, and I will dash to here, and then straight to here, straight past the, straight to the dark and straight through it.
Even no.
What can I make? So I'm gonna try and I'm in full sprint. Can I roll like an athletics check to try and outrun any kind of damage?
Dive roll.
Outrun? You can do a dexterity saving, so yes.
I can't. Can I do a athletics check to try and outspeed it?
Just try and outzoom it.
Outzoom
it. Because it's cool.
All right.
Rule of cool.
Rule of cool.
The rule of cool.
Let's see it. Ooh, 25.
25. I will say that you are able to outspeed it as lasers come out like a blaster, and you get to the other side and start combating the.
So basically, from this fiend's perspective, there's just a blank wall of darkness, and then there's all these little red flashes inside of it, and then it pierces open. And the very moment it pierces open, there's no feet touching the ground. I shoot out of the smoke, swinging open my sword and slicing through it. Immediately.
Wait, confirming, did we agree on me casting darkness in the front room?
No, I think that line is actually
that's the arrows.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was shadow. My bad.
No,
okay,
it's
so there's
not
no darkness there. But sorry, my apologies. So I just shoot.
That's all right. I was just checking.
I appreciate that. So I'll just shoot straight through. And it's going to be.
So there is still a sick laser show as you appear before this thing.
I'm gonna give myself. Oh, that's all better than 3. All right, so 13 damage as I slice into it. I will extra attack. I do that. Press up, can't you? Oh, look at that. Nice. Alright, so.
I didn't know you could do that.
You can press up and down to roll back your...
Pressing up is how you gotta do it.
20 on the next hit.
Yep. You hit.
Still getting that bonus damage from my dash.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna reroll. I should always roll 2d10. But that's okay. I'll keep the 7. So 17 damage. How's he looking?
17 damage total?
No, 17 plus so 30 damage total.
30 damage total. He doesn't look great. He looks like he's taking some solid hits, but he's still kicking. Not bloodied.
Okay, so then I'm going to I'm just going to immediately action surge. I have no problems with that. And basically the idea is I slice past him. I'm still going to keep moving to here, and then I put my foot down, and then I turn around and put my arm up against him and stab down with my sword on him for an extra attack there.
Give it to me.
Right, 11.
Not a hit.
Well, I will get my extra attack, and then that will be my last attack. So instead of it'll kind of miss a little bit, and I'll lift my arm back up and stab again for 21.
21 does hit. You saw me wait for it. I was like, oh, no.
I saw that one. And so I moved on to 10. I'll get 10 more damage still on this, and I'll keep the highest, so it's 19 more damage.
19 more damage. It does now look, let me just double check this. It is in fact bloodied.
All right. So that is the end of my turn.
Sounds good. All right, then it is Demon's Go number 1. Demon's Go number 1 is the guy you just attacked, as well as his buddy just right here. Demon's number 2 will be the guys behind. Let's quickly notate them with a little purple thing. This is Demon Group number 1. This is Demon Group number 2.
Perfect.
Always use your tools, you know what I'm saying? All right, Demon number 1 looks back behind you with this overwhelming sense of absolute and abject rage. And
I love rage.
Looks at you and then reaches out a hand and grips tight on an invisible force. Make me a charisma saving throw, please. Oh wait, no, let me a con save. Yeah, con save.
Oh, that's much better. Oh no, it's not 2 naturally, so it's a 9.
Awesome. Let me double check if it's so. Oh, it's a wisdom saving throw. My mistake.
Oh well, look, it's less than that. It's a 1. It's a 1.
Congratulations, you've been paralyzed.
Oh, nice.
Number 2's go. Number 2's going to have a look at you now that you are paralyzed and pounce upon you like a thief in the night and unleash a volley of attacks at you. Now this has
it's a disadvantage.
Yep.
It gets advantage as well.
So it does not have anything.
Does it?
Cancel each other out.
Because you're paralyzed. It also gains an automatic critical because you are paralyzed.
That's nice.
Because it's in 5 feet. So let me see. Deals an additional 2d6. Oh, it's got sneak attack as well. That's fun.
R.I.P. Damon.
R.I.P. Damon, basically.
No,
does the protection against evil help with that, or not so much?
Protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have a disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has an advantage on a new saving throw. So paralyzation doesn't count, but it gets.
And you can't sneak attack because you don't have advantage.
Yeah. It just made everything more complicated.
It's got disadvantage because of the protection against good and evil, so any advantage
gets cancelled.
Yeah, you know what? I'll pay that because you're still going to get pretty damaged anyway.
You're still going to your ass kicked.
He's like, look, you're still going to... It's fine, guys. Don't worry. It's still going to one-shot Damon. Don't worry about it.
Please don't die, Damon.
I'll be okay. Don't worry, guys.
So let me... Yeah,
Just the idea that I'm paralyzed with a thumbs up to the party.
If you could just not perish, that would be ideal for us.
Ideal for us, yeah.
4d8. Make that a
4d12.
4d12 plus that
23.
Oh, actually, I've got to roll my. I've got to roll my attack first. Silly me. Plus. Come on. Oh no! It's a double crit! No!
Nice. Oh, damn.
If I get another crit on this.
That should be right. Don't worry.
You got another Revivify ready, right?
I wouldn't worry about it. It's fine. I wouldn't even worry about it.
It's just completely useless, though. Because I can't double crit you, you bastard.
Nope.
God, I hate you. God,
you fool.
God, I hate you.
You fool.
Oh,
you fool.
Those are the only good rolls for the session. We'll say it now. That's all Jacob gets.
That's all you get, Jacob.
I'll get you in a minute.
Can we get some F's in chat for Damon?
Rot in pieces.
Damon's fine. Don't even worry about it. See? Not even a thing. It's not even a thing. That's all you can do to him?
Ain't nothing but a chicken wing. Where's my is it good? 3 attacks? Let's get a bite.
Yeah, I'm not even close to dead, guys. It's all good.
Jesus, I'd be absolutely destroyed at this point. Baird would have just fucking like exploded.
Yeah, you take that much damage.
Oh, look, it's a good amount. It's a good amount.
20.
Hey, if I had that sneak attack, that'd been double that. It would have been well, at least no, not double that, but like I mean, it's 4d6.
Yeah.
A lot more damage
Per hit.
Per hit. Well, not per hit because you only just sneak attack once, but it's still pretty good. Anywho, turn.
Cool.
Bed, your turn now.
Baird is gonna step up and Eldrick.
Sorry, to notate as well. You do see the demon basically claw at the back of Damon's head and like crush some of his skull a little bit. Blood spurts like from underneath the helmet and you're like, "Arr!"
That's cool. Well, I'm gonna Eldrick Blast the one that just gored Damon. So DS1.
You do recognize that this one here is the one that is hurt though.
Yeah, but that one hurt my friend more.
That's fair.
Right, 22. Does that hit?
Oh my god, why do you have a plus 14 to hit? Jesus!
Because I get to add my charisma modifier and my hit modifier for Eldritch Blast.
What?
Good.
Wow.
My charisma modifier is 8. My Eldritch Blast is 6.
Whoa.
This is why you say it again, Bart.
Your charisma modifier is 5 plus your proficiency, right? Is that what you're saying?
My charisma modifier is currently 8.
Your charisma save is an 8 plus. Is that because you're a 5 in charisma and a 3 in proficiency, or is it because you're actually just like 20 something in charisma?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Because your charisma saving throw should be plus 8, but I think that's because it's plus 5 and your proficiency is 3. So your charisma mod is plus 5.
Okay.
Still a lot. That's still a lot. Like that's still plus 5. But
Yeah, so well I get the 6 from the Eldritch Blast as well, so hold on, it's
like plus 11?
It's 9, plus 9 actually, because I've got proficiency.
Good. Like
17 to hit, still amazing.
Yeah,
still
17.
amazing. Unlikely to fail, honestly. It does in fact hit. But
Cool, and it does hit?
Only just.
Only just? That's alright. Well, I get 2 beams as well, so I'm gonna roll 2d10. What is it, plus? No, it's just 2d10. Please. 12 damage.
12 damage it is.
And then I'm also going to use my bonus action to give Mog a bardic inspiration. That's for you, darling.
Oh, thank you.
That's all I got.
All right. It is then Lillian's go. They are going to. There we go. I guess plus 8, yeah. Oh.
You're not allowed to roll for Lillian anymore. You're banned.
They missed with both. Oh, shame. Although Lillian, you see like a gaze like gurgles Lillian's eyes like, God damn it, the cordon, the cordon. Cordon. Oh.
Damon, come back here so that we can lure them through the fucking trap.
Now, the individual who's kind of doing the ritual in the like that main section there. The arrows sink into them, but they continue doing the ritual, and they like while kind of like holding in the screams of pain from obviously the arrows like in their chest, like they're close to death, but they're still maintaining the ritual. There's Asasha's go.
Cool. Asasha's going to step forward with basically an attitude of, nah, screw this. Start chanting in Druidic. And we're going to cast Conjure Animal. So do you have any tokens for bears prepared?
Do I have any bear tokens? In fact, actually, surprisingly enough, I do.
Cool.
I do
So
actually
we
have a
need 2
bear.
large-sized bears, please.
2 large bears.
Lord.
Where's my bears? Is my bear? There it is.
You
There
and
we
your
go.
bloody bears, Gigan.
Bear number 1. Large size bears, you say?
Large size.
Bears. Oh my lordy.
Look at
Those
those
are
bears.
some-
And so he
bears.
summons those within 60. He actually summons 1 here and 1 here. Because he can summon those anywhere he can see within 60 feet. With that line.
Large bears activate.
It's time for bear.
Yeah.
Time for bear.
Well, would you look at the time? It's
bear o'clock.
So I do need to roll initiative for those. They have their own initiative.
I will just say that they're on your initiative. It'll just be a little bit easier for me to track.
Cool.
If that's all right with you.
That's fine.
With that. They can act right now.
That's awesome. So Asaj gives the order in Druidic, kill all of the demons and cultists.
Purge the unclean.
Basically, yeah. Tear them
Purge
to
the
pieces.
unworthy.
So this bear is going to take 2 attacks at this demon because they get an extra attack. So both of those attacks.
I just have more attacks. Easy.
Yeah.
So like some attack on top of your attack.
So you can attack while you attack?
Yeah, exactly.
Basically. So that's. I'm just going to roll both attacks at once as 2 d20s. So they're both at the +4. So that's a 20 and a 17 to hit on that first demon.
20 and 17 to hit. They're both hits.
Cool. So that first attack is. Tapping up there. Roll 1. 8. Plus 4. 2d6 plus 4. So that's. I believe that's all added together correctly. That should be 22 damage on the first demon.
22 damage on the first demon, yep.
So as this thing rakes it with claws and he just bites into it. And the second one is going to do the exact same on this bad boy there. It'll come up, so that's the miss on the first attack, which will be the bite. And then it'll hit with the claws. I'm assuming a 22 hits.
Yeah, it does.
Cool. So that's an 8 damage to that one.
Cash, right? There's this one right here. The one that's a bit further up.
There's this bad boy there.
Yeah, cool. That's good, but still fine. Cool.
And then as a bonus action, Damon, you get to heal a couple of things as well because.
Awesome.
Because
it's a teddy bear's picnic up in here. All right.
Just a couple of your brain bits knocked back together.
All right. It is now the red demon's go. So red demon number 1 is going to try and paralyze.
So Damon gets to heal 6 and gain 2 temp hit points.
Actually, the bear can't be paralyzed by a whole person. Never mind.
It's too big.
Yeah, I reckon they're going to have to. They gotta do. This one will probably go to here to try and attack Damon some more. They only get their regular attack, which is +8. Ooh, got him.
Not bad.
Not another natural 20, but you do. 16 hit you at all?
No. I hate that.
I hate that for me. Why can't I just kill all my players? Why?
I like that, like, you know, Jacob doesn't manufacture a TPK, he just longs for it.
This is really one. 22 damage from this particular one, and then the other 2 over here are going to attack this bear with their various attacks. So they're going to do 1.
You're looking to beat 11 to hit, so that hits.
Oh, actually, they're going to get an advantage on these because one of them is going to move to around. One's going to move to around here, so they can get the advantage stacking to kill this bear. So that's. I doubt that it's going to really need it because it's a bear, but you never know.
Yeah, those all hit.
Cool. That's for the first one. They do them all at the same time. That hits, I imagine. They're going to do the second one.
Yep. That hits as well.
That hits as well? Okay.
It's only got an 11 AC.
Okay, they all hit. So I got 4 attacks, which are coming at your bear boy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that bear is paced.
Yep, that bear gets pasted. Like they rip apart the bear and like start consuming the flesh from it as well.
It fades away into nothing. It's very unsatisfying for them. It's a massive bear. There's no meat.
They look around over here and they use the rest of their movement to get over to here. and into the square of Damon.
Demon.
Run.
Into the blender, baby.
Into the blender, boys. Demons all up in your beers. Then it is Mog's go. Mog.
Okay.
He's
Party on Wayne.
idiot.
We will have to potentially end this session early because it is going to be 5 o'clock very, very soon.
Yes.
So we might have to leave it for now and then jump back into it next session. But I will let Mog have his go, and then the cultists will also do a little something. Just at the end. Yeah. And we'll take it out.
Mog's gonna run up to here. It's 25 feet. He can't do any. He can't. What he's gonna do is he's gonna cast with his bonus action. He's gonna cast Shield of Faith on Damon to give him +2 to his armor. And then he's gonna turn around with his maul and just destroy this statue.
Well, so sorry, team, but the statues do activate when you run past them because they have recharged their laser beam.
This is all in the first round. I assume that it was like seconds has gone by. I guess maybe not.
Right, you are. Never mind.
Oh yeah, so say like how long does it take them to recharge?
Retracted.
Okay.
They will recharge their thing in soon though. They have recharged.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
Smash it with a hammer.
Smash it with a hammer.
Just do like Thor hammer.
19.
It's Yzma, like
9
set it in
damage.
the box.
Oh, I've got 2 attacks, so I'm gonna do it twice.
Oh, you smashing the statue?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. You're good. Yeah, you hit the statue. Yeah. You hit the other one.
23 damage. But 32 damage. 33 damage. I'm really bad at this.
30.
That's 23.
Yes, 23. You knock the block off this statue's head, which kind of explodes in like this magical flame and light.
Okay.
Yeah. You will, however, unfortunately take
bit of recoil.
You will take 9 points of damage as the flames kind of wash over you, but you kind of get through the rest of them. You're like, and you feel like you've destroyed some good shit.
Okay.
All right. Then is the cultist go. The cultist kind of like looks down at the ritual that's happening below them, looks up to all of you, and is like, grabs hold of one of like the cultist leader that you can see,
the one that's full of arrows.
What's full of arrows, and casts what's the spell called? Sorry. Casts inflict wounds onto them, ripping apart their life essence and then casting them into the cauldron below.
Oh, I hate that.
With this kind of venomous, like infernal, like spitting venom at them. And as they do that, you see like surrounding the ritual space, the glowing, palpable energy that seems to awaken something from the bowels of the earth, or from the bowels of whatever portal this happens to be. And as this happens, it goes to the top of the round, and Damon, you see a large, writhing hand of like acrid flesh claw up onto the like kind of like the lid of this portal and crush its fingers down on the bones below. And there is where I will leave you. Hey!
No!
I hate it.
It's fine. This is just an Oathbow target for Lillian's character, so there you go. So, thank you guys so much for playing, and thank you, of course, to the chat for coming along with us this fine day. We'll have some exciting things to show you, obviously, next time with all the Ardent Roleplay, but if you do have any questions, do feel free to let us know. Join our Discord. Follow us on, of course, the lovely Twitch streaming, and so you'll know when we're doing the stuff and the things. We have an exciting show, actually, in fact, next Wednesday. Question mark to the producer. I believe it's Wednesday, yes? This is correct?
Talking to you, producer.
Yeah. It's for it's for a Call of Cthulhu stream, which should be very exciting. We're going to be having some fantastic and wonderful guests joining, obviously, the Roleplay will stream for that, and being run by the House of Cthulhu, which should be very exciting. So do check that out on Wednesday. We'll be kind of around the chatting about things with people and stuff. So feel free to do that. How did we all feel at the session today, team? Was it good? Did you have fun?
It was solid good fun times.
Key to level up.
Key to level up.
Yes.
I can promise you that after this encounter, you will level up to level 7, which will be very exciting.
If you survive.
And after which, a fun little teaser thing, we'll be going into the third and final act of the Veil of Dusk. Because this is the last bastion, basically, that you really need to solidify as being defeated until you get to the end game. So, very exciting. All right. With that, I think we'll be happy to wave ourselves out, I guess. Unless there's anything anyone wants to say before we do go. No, we're good. No, all right.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Come and go.
Thank you. Wave us all out.
Bye.